Hey. Still getting warmed up here. Hello, everybody. I am PyroFalkon, joined by the Akamura, who's currently unmiked. You sure you're good? Okay, hold on. Check?
Hey,
okay.
everyone.
Say again.
Hello. It's me, doing my chest.
You're very quiet.
Oh, is this any better? Well, we got a lot of people here today. Hi.
You're good now.
Yay.
Hi, everyone. I'm PyroFalkon, joined by the Akamura, and this is Monster Rancher 2 DX. This was, again, Plan B. Didn't expect to play this today, but the game I had originally scheduled, I need to sort of pre-play to know what I'm doing, and I just didn't have time this weekend, so here we are. So the last time we left off, we made Hiram here, who is butt-scooting all over the farm, and his intention is he's going to be our money monster. I think he won a battle. What class are you? You're C. Okay, so you're getting up there.
Yeah, he's really wiping the floor with the enemies.
And his ass.
Yeah, that too.
So, if I recall, for Monster Rancher 2, if you want a pure money monster, you basically stop in the B class. Because although you can make a lot of money from the A class forward, there's just kind of, like, it takes so much money to get to that point, and so much time raising your monster that it's best to just stay in the B class and train forever, and just get money. So that will be our strategy. I don't remember his performance in the C class, so I'm going to skip the official tournament just because I don't remember what he's doing. I didn't review the last episode. So I guess for now, let's keep working on power, because that's his thing. And next time there's an unofficial tournament, we can see. I believe that's a cheat. That's a bad, Hiram. Pets
How
for
dare you
Nisi, says Mom. Nisi has been looking weird, apparently. I didn't see what she looked like, but Akamura got some pictures of her being weird, apparently.
Yep, she was up on her top perch, and she had her head smooshed into that scratching post that's up there, so it was like turned the other way of her body.
So it looked like she fell against it, but sideways?
It looked like somebody took her head off and set it to the side, but she was like fine.
She's so ridiculous.
Yes. I got photos because no one would fucking believe me if I said that.
There we go. Now we're getting some gains.
But, yes, if you like our video, that is a pet for Nisi, the kitty.
Oh. I just also want to be upfront real quick. This will probably be the only time I mention it. Although maybe not, because knowing me, I repeat myself all the time. I'm not really feeling great today, mentally. So, I was even thinking about this yesterday, how I was going to talk about it. Just that, you know, when I do this show, I have intentionally not tried to be a character. Like, PyroFalkon is no different than John Michael Habib. Like, there is no difference. Except maybe when the show is on, I tend to be louder and more boisterous. That's just the way I am, I guess. So, insofar as that's the character, which I don't think is the character, there's no character today. Like, it sounds disrespectful, but I'm playing because we've scheduled the show. And this is what we do every week. But, like, as far as happy time, fun time, I'm not really feeling it today. But it's not a bad thing per se. Just that, like,
you're trying to stick to your routine.
But I'm saying, like, you know, it's not like I'm struggling to play this, because Monster Rancher is fun.
You just need to take it easy.
Yeah, so there's going to be a lot fewer of the ha-has or whatever than there usually is when I play games. moves.
Yep, we're gonna have a nice chill stream today.
Yeah, it's gonna be chill. That's what it comes down to. All right, so our power is good, but we are probably lacking in the other numbers. When a Mew has more hit points than us, we've got a problem. So we need to switch to life.
That's the first time I've ever seen Nicole spelled that way.
Yeah. All right, Nicole. Okay, well, that's an immediate problem. Wow, you're an aggressive little something. Grab throw? I kind of want to try grab throw, even though I have no guts now.
Hashtag cat yeet?
Yeah, let's eat the cat. I love that he did the full animation, even though he clearly missed. That sucks. That is very much keeping my guts in check. That is a powerful guts hit. Because if Nicole keeps doing that, I'm not going to have the moves to, or the guts to attack. And my guts charge so slowly that... Alright, good.
Ow.
I was going to say, all I need to do is probably land one. Although, even that's a question mark.
Yep, you might want to smack her again.
Yeah, I'm going to have to spam and hope for the best. No, I think I lost that one. Wow,
Damn.
She kept me in check just with the right guts attacks. That really shows you there are multiple strategies in Monster Rancher.
Yep.
I mean, because on paper there is no way she should have won that fight. But all she had to do was land a couple shots with her good accuracy and keep my guts in check so I couldn't counterattack. That was very good. So Rock Geiger's pretty much the opposite. This dude's a glass cannon. Or not even a glass cannon, he's just a cannon. So
Yep.
we're gonna have to...
You just need to pop him twice and dodge.
Yep, and hopefully Hiram can handle that. So far, so good.
So far, so good. Fingers crossed.
And Hiram's got decent accuracy. He's around 70% for a couple of those moves. I'm just gonna sit here and chill. Let him do his thing. I want to try grab throw against him just because I think it'll be hilarious.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Aww.
Hiram, you're a disappointment. Alright, accurate moves.
Ow.
Yeah, that was solid.
But that was solid.
Yeah. So we did around the
That's
same
it.
damage. The problem is, or the positive is that he doesn't have as many hit points as I do. Alright, we've got this.
Yep.
Do a grab throw anyway.
Oh. Oh.
Cute. Alright.
That looked as ridiculous as we were all hoping it would.
Yes. I was hoping they'd slime him on his back at least or something. Alright, so if Nicole beats Zamber, it's over. For us,
that would
it's a
be hard to
must-win.
animate, because you would have to do that for all the monsters who are able to do it.
For sure. Although Monster Rancher has done far more ridiculous things. I.e. the Doodle. Yeah, Zamber's pretty tough. So we're not ready for the C class yet. I mean, we can hang, but hanging is not going to get us money. This is okay. So we need to get Hiram's hit points up, and we need to probably work on his accuracy or defense. I have come to I have come to more greatly respect defense in this game. So, I mean, I don't want to make Hiram a tank, but he definitely could use some defense in life. Oh! Oh, that was nothing. Hang tight, buddy. Hang tight. Alright, light him up.
Boosh.
And again.
And
That's alright.
That's okay. That's the
Yep.
end of it.
That was mainly a clock burning move.
Yep.
Alright, so Nicole needs to lose, and then we need to win the rematch. Oh, great! Wait, actually we might face Rock Geiger, because he's the first one in the list. Yep, yep. We don't even have to deal with Nicole. Awesome. Alright. Sorry I didn't say hi to everyone by name. So, hello, Mom, Soul Ledge, Steve, Thompson, Very, Cyclone 3000, Soul, did I say you? Genergy, and
so.
Okami. Any lurkers, and anyone watching from the future,
Yeah.
hello. I promise I'm trying to do my best here. Just being a little off my game today.
Yep, it looks like we've got a like from everybody watching. Thank you.
Whoa. Nice dodge, buddy. Yeah, Nisi needs pets. She doesn't get
Yes.
enough of them. She will tell you loudly that she does not get enough of them. Her new thing, because she comes up with a new thing every week or so. Her new thing isn't so much new, just she found her own volume control, so she's screaming a lot louder lately. And it's not like she doesn't scream more frequently, but like if she wants treats, she will sit in front of her treat dish and scream at the top of her lungs until she gets them. So
Yes, it's very cute.
it's cute and maddening in equal measure. And we're like, Nisi, no. And she's like, Nisi, yes. And we're like, okay. Or at least I'm like, okay. I'm a sucker. Whenever she screams, I'm like, treats, and then she's happy. And a little fatter.
Yes.
But
She's gotten very chubby.
She has. But now she's hiding under the couch because we're streaming, I guess. So, which is very
She's in
weird.
her box.
She's in her box? Oh, she is in her box.
Yep, she's doing cat box things.
Alright. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, he won, but I still don't think he's ready to be promoted, because that was not... that fight was closer than it should have been. So, we're gonna get him organized. Speaking of Monster Rancher, there's, we're gonna start, fuck, I'm sorry. We're gonna start Evo either this week or next week. I'm gonna record it this week. I don't remember what episode we're up to with Knights of the Old Republic, but Evo will be starting very soon. I had a moment where I had to actually check whether we were going to wind up dropping Knights of the Old Republic after all. Like jumping on here for a second. Yeah, it's just not doing the views. It's close to the minimum, but I know Evo will go well beyond the minimum for view counts. I might go back to Coder though. I really like it. I mean, if nothing else, I can, I'm not getting rid of the save slot, so.
Yep. As long as you're having fun with it, that's what's really important about a game.
Yeah. I mean, I've wanted to play Knights of the Old Republic just to play it, because I remembered how fun it was once I was doing it for the show. Did you say something about his dad's bankrupt, Colt? That's not my problem. Alright, next battle is in 2 weeks. I mean, we may as well, since I'm doing this for money. Butt Scoot. I'm also playing Evo on my own. I started an all-pixie run for myself on Evo. Just to remind myself how to use the controls. It does a couple things that drive me a little batty. Like you can't invert the axes on the controller, which always makes me annoyed. But it is a PlayStation 2 game. That was before invert axes were like kind of a common option everywhere.
Really sought out.
Oh yeah, disc chips. Do we have any items we can sell? Hey, Zypher31. I've been a fan of your Monster Rancher playlist for a long time, working an odd shift at work, and can actually watch a live stream of yours. Thank you very much for the donation.
Yeah, thank you.
I really appreciate that.
We do. Everything you guys send, we appreciate.
Yeah. Wow, I haven't even talked to Auntie since our last promotion. Jeez.
This is fine.
Let's see. Tiger disc, I don't need that. Suezo disc, definitely don't need that. Naga disc, I'll keep it. Mochi disc, oh god, take it, Auntie.
Ginergy says, I love how the run animation is basically dragging his butt along the ground, and it makes me cringe at how painful that could be. Well, that's what the banana's for.
I feel like there's a lot to unpack with that sentence, but I'm gonna go ahead and just accept it. Evo is the circus one, yes. It's my favorite Monster Rancher. I know I'm in a very slim minority, but it's my favorite. Mainly because of the handcrafted dungeons and the fact that, I just like how it's designed. One of the best parts of it, which I had forgotten until I was watching my own series, is how you don't need discs. Like, you don't need real-life discs, because there's a store in the game that sells, quote-unquote, sells you discs, and you can just go up and buy them. I mean, it's less predictable because they're randomized, but... and you don't get the absolute best ones that way, but it's kind of cool. It's a good option if, you know, you're a kid in the early aughts or late 90s who doesn't really have that many CDs, you know.
CDs used to be kind of hard to come by.
Yeah, or just expensive, and, I mean, you know, it's just more accessible that way. I remember even when when I was a kid growing up, I had 2 CDs for a very long time.
Yep, I had a grand total of 5.
Yeah. And at least with the classic Monster Ranchers, since it's either get a disc or get get just a plain monster from the market, like, that's a little limiting. So it was kind of cool that they gave you more options in Evo, because then you could at least mix and match when you started doing the whole breeding thing. So, you know, it was just very nice. But I also liked, in Evo, the handcrafted dungeons. The team battles were just interesting after all these years of doing tournaments. I would say a perfect, quote-unquote, Monster Rancher game would incorporate both. So you would have team battles, but the tournaments would still be a thing. And maybe the tournaments would be the main way to advance, but, you know, wouldn't be the only thing you could do. Like, even with Pokemon, I thought Pokemon got a lot more interesting once they started adding team battles and triple battles and rotation battles. Like, just anything beyond the simple one-on-one thing was a good evolution. I still need to play Arceus, too.
Yeah, I need to let you have access to the Switch.
Yeah, I haven't seen the Switch out here in its dock in like 4 weeks.
Listen. It's very fun.
I know. That's okay. And I finally bit the bullet and bought the expansion to Surviving Mars yesterday. Or DLC, whatever. And that's, you know... I'm remembering how much I loved Surviving Mars. I could easily lose hundreds of hours on that one again, so it's okay. Tournaments could also be in circuits. A ranking for solos, one for teams.
It's a panini.
Yeah, it is a panini. Well, not a panini. It's a base panini. It's the Human Centipede. Yeah, like, that'd be cool. Like, any of that would make it more interesting. Like, I thought the leap from Monster Rancher 4 was pretty significant, because you suddenly could raise more than one monster at once, and the randomized dungeon gave you a lot to do. Could you please stop? Evo, I also loved Evo's way that you could craft your training gadget, but the downside of that was and I'm going to talk more about this when we actually play it, by the way, but so, for those who don't recall, or who haven't played it before, in Monster Rancher Evo, the way you train your monsters is you taught them a trick, basically, and the training device would have stats attached to it. So, you would train them in something that, for example, would boost accuracy. And so, in order to change what they trained in, you had to buy those gadgets. And that took a while, and it was expensive, and I'm sure it turned some people off because you were very limited at first. Like, you don't even get to really control it until you're through the first dungeon, which is a pretty long amount of time. It's several hours. But once you get through that, you can create your own training gadgets and customize them specifically for what you want to do, and you can have like dozens of them in your pocket so you can change them out at will. And it was just a really interesting design that felt more like you were a coach with different exercises for your athletes than you were the one trainer who was ordering everything. And I liked that feeling because I personally like sports games, and it felt like a sports game. It felt like you were a coach with athletes more than a rancher with a monster. But that's just, and yet, like, again, with everything else, I understand people with a differing opinion because, you know, that's just my preference. I'm a big fan of games. Wow, I am extremely loud. I'm sorry, I just saw my audio output. I love games where you are a sports manager. One of my favorite games of all time is Football Manager. I haven't played it in a while, but I have them going back to 2013. And I just love them. I love this idea of raising a team and
It looks like our volume is still spiking up a bit.
directing them. My volume?
Yep, just every so often it just peaks.
Oh, I don't mind every so often.
Okay. How's the volume, guys?
Yeah, they're probably fine. I don't think it's peaking as bad for them.
Okay.
They'll just lose a little bit of my vocal fidelity now and then. It's fine. Where it is now is where I want it. Where, like, my normal voice is in the yellow.
You called that
Yeah.
alternate panini a human centipede, and it just makes me think, aw, panini paid.
Panini paid. I have a feeling my mom's cat just walked across the keyboard. Another week of rest, and then we'll head into that next battle.
Mia really likes walking on the keyboard.
No, so does Nisi. I'm just not usually doing things where I need to chat. Cats, man.
Yeah.
They're attracted to havoc.
They are. It's cute.
It is.
I find it really interesting that she'll walk across your keyboard, but she won't go near mine.
Well, you yelled at her every time she tries. I
No,
mean,
she walks in front of me. She still sometimes does that, so
Yeah.
it's not me yelling at her.
but like you've been protective of the key of your laptop. Oh, Nicole, time for a rematch. So I think she knows she's not supposed to be there. But remember, with me, I let her do whatever she wants. So if she's on the keyboard, I
Oh.
don't snap at her.
Oh no, here comes the spoil butt. Hello, Nisi.
In fact, if anything, I try to push the keyboard out of the way so she has more room to walk. Hi, baby.
And she's yelling.
Yep, she's screaming.
What's going on, sweetie? Do you want to say hi? Do you want to say hi? Oh yeah, let's get some attentions paid.
I wish she would scream into microphones, but she doesn't. Like, if you put something in front of her face, she'll just snoof it and be like, what is this thing? And she won't react verbally.
I love that. She woke up and immediately started yelling.
Yep.
I heard my name! Who's talking shit? I'll fuck you up! What a good girl.
Ah! I was waiting to have higher guts, did not anticipate or calculate that we would be in a confusion state, but at least Hiram got it. I mean, he's if one attack slips through, thwack is usually enough damage that I can pull out a victory, but he's not in a good place right now.
Aw, she's on her paper and she's all zonked out. You woke up just to scream and go back to sleep.
Yeah, she's in her I'm over it pose right now. Hello, Kozum. Thank you for joining the stream.
Nisi?
She was happy this week she got to be outside in her pet playpen. I'm not sure how Nisi would react to being in a
there
pet
you are.
playpen.
Probably poorly.
Yeah, she doesn't... Ever since we brought her inside, she really does not like the front door. Anytime the front door has been open and she's had a chance to go out, she, like, stares at it incredulously and then runs away and hides.
Well, not just that, but she does not like being in her carrier either.
No.
I have a feeling if we put her in a kitty pen, she'd just knock it over.
Yeah, I mean, for Mom's cat, it's not so bad because Mom's cat's small.
Yes, Mia Kitty is really, really weensy.
And so the playpen is actually a fairly decent size. Nisi would need a whole friggin' yard to work with.
Yes.
She does like hunting birds, though. If a bird is on one of the power lines outside, Nisi is all about that window and guarding the fort. Good job, Hiram.
You want to know one of my favorite things about Mia? Every so often she meows in a way that sounds like a zipper being unzipped.
I don't think I've heard this. I've not spent enough time with Mia, unfortunately.
I'm just like, that's so cute. Who gave you the right, kitty?
This is why we need cat cam. Oh, guys, speaking of which, yeah, we can talk shop, too, because fuck it, right? Nothing, I'm not... Ow! That was just a straight-up punch to the face. Hiram, you may want to dodge those. Holy shit. So, some weeks ago, or has it been weeks? I don't even fucking know anymore. My entire perception of time is gone. I put out a poll, a non-binding poll, where I was just asking if anyone would interact more with the videos if I started using Facecam. And it was good market research. It was also non-random market research. It was pointed out to me, but I knew this. But it was pointed out to me that it's not exactly a random sample because all of you who are watching anyway must not mind Facecam since I don't use it usually. And I was like, I know, but it's to that person who said that. I was like, I know, but it's still good market research. You know, do you want to know or do you want Facecam? And seeing a wide swing one way or another would help me. But one thing neither of us thought of until you all were awesome and commented about it was that I got a bunch of no, but it would be cool if you had it for streams. And I had never considered using Facecam for specific purposes. I had always assumed Facecam was kind of an all or nothing deal. And in fact, one person specifically said if I'm doing the voice acting and the weird voices and such, I shouldn't use it, which is a very smart idea that also I hadn't thought of. Whereas if it's a game like Monster Rancher that we've all seen 1,000 times, then sure, maybe. You know, up in the top left corner, which is just nothing over here. Oh, you can't even see my mouse. Nothing over here. I could have my little camera going. So it was a very good poll. It was very helpful to me, and I'm in the process of looking, of trying some experiments. It definitely wouldn't be a permanent pivot because I don't want to upset people who don't want Facecam. But it's not a bad idea to occasionally, for some games and some situations, especially for streams, use it. So I'm looking into options.
Man, y'all are gonna make me have to wear pants for streams.
Well, you don't have to be on camera. Only I have to be on camera. It's fine. But if we have the camera, and if you're wearing pants, then we can get Nisi on camera more often.
See, that's the thing, is we're gonna want to get Nisi on camera, so
I'm gonna have
to wear pants.
We're gonna have to wear. Are you wearing pants now?
No.
Nope.
There's no camera.
Pants. There is no camera.
This is communism.
It's also 83 degrees right now.
Why would I wear pants?
Fahrenheit. So yeah, why would you wear pants?
How are you surviving wearing pants?
Right. Well, I have to wear pants because if there's a certain cat that jumps up in my lap, she likes digging her claws into my first layer of clothing. So if I'm not wearing pants, that's my skin.
That's danger.
It is. Anyway, so yeah, we'll do some experiments. If you've got me on Twitch, twitch.com/twitch.tv/PyroFalkon. Probably if we start experimenting with Facecam, it'll be there first, so you can be part of it. And I can guarantee you right off the bat, the first couple are going to be bad lighting and shit. But that's also what I'm trying to work at, because lighting is a huge factor, and the way I have my desk set up isn't very conducive to using a face cam, but I have ideas. I can't afford to get anything right now, but I have learned, and again, this is one of those things that, like, once I say it out loud, it becomes really obvious, but it never occurred to me. There are apps that allow you to use your phone as a webcam, and I have a webcam, but, like, the webcam I have is old and not very good. Like, its maximum thing is 720p at 30 frames a second, I think, and I want something a little bit better. But my phone could probably do the job with some color correction, and there's an app that lets me do everything I need to do for only $5, and that would save me a ton of cash, so I wouldn't have to get an actual web camera. However, I am also looking at other options in case we want to get a professional camera.
Ledge says, what was that? Throw money at Pyro?
Yeah.
I hear throw money at Pyro.
So,
uh-oh.
Oh no. Could you stop stabbing me in the eye, Susvane? Jesus. Holy crap. Hiram's ugly, but that doesn't mean you can ugly him up even more. What is this, Yakuza? Anyway, so yeah, man. There is a webcam I'm looking at. First of all, none of the super high-end ones, probably. I've been to a couple sites that say there's a particular webcam that's extremely good that costs $200. And I'm like, if I'm Markiplier, that makes sense. If I'm me, that doesn't make sense. So there are a few less expensive options I have looked at that might work. Oh, that one got thrown onto his back. Interesting. The Naga was thrown onto his back. Oh, thank you, Ledge. With a... Wow, the sticker you attached is so adorable. That's outside of your... what I normally expect from your whole deal, Ledge.
It's super cute.
It is super cute. That is a corgi
fetus.
samurai with a #1 banner. That's so not Ledge. I would think the corgi would be ripping the head off of a deer or something. Anyway, thank you for that.
It's giving me the beatus.
Thank you for the donation. I really appreciate it. And thank you too,
throwing
Jim.
Pyro, right?
Okay. With all of those donations, I probably could get the camera. I'm actually
Yes.
looking at a $40 camera. It's pretty inexpensive.
Yeah, that's it.
But it's like a 1040 or a 1080p that can record in 60 frames a second. They don't have angry stickers. But yeah, so there's a $40 camera that even has a ring light that comes with it. There was another camera that was like $60, but it had a tripod and a ring light. So, I mean, I don't know when or even if I'm buying all this stuff. The main thing I want to do first is kind of futz with my phone, because if I can turn my phone into a half-decent web camera that can still change the color, then that's good. Because the way our apartment is set up, it's really got a lot of natural light, usually, but if the angles are hitting it wrong, everything looks very cold. Like, the colors are very cool. It's very blue. And, like, my skin tone is naturally just a little bit olive and a little bit tan, and that never looks right when it's on a webcam. I always have to do a color correction to make it look proper. So, if I can get my phone to do it, that'll save us some cash and some aggravation. And I am eager to experiment. I also have to pick a good game for that. But something like this or Surviving Mars I could easily do on Twitch with a face cam, and I wouldn't mind. The biggest problem I have with face cam, other than the microphone being close to my face, is that I touch my face a lot, and that's really bad. Like, that's really bad performance, so I need to train myself out of that. I tend to like face cams when there's a green screen to isolate the streamer and won't obstruct the gameplay. Otherwise, I would watch your VODs anyway. Thank you, Zypher. Yeah, that is also, like, advanced plan. Right now, we don't have a green screen. We did have a modified solution that might work, but probably won't. We actually used it to block the Akamura's view when we played a game that required her to not look at my screen.
Yeah, we put up a curtain.
Yeah, we basically put up a blue curtain behind me, using one of our discarded mic stands as the holder for it, which worked very well. And that could probably be what we could do for the green screen, if that's what we need to do. But at least for the first couple experiments to see if I can get it to work consistently and properly, I'm going to do it the Markiplier way, where I'd be a box in a box, for better or worse, and then go from there. But, the advantage of the box in a box is I can be in the upper corners, too. If I'm on a green screen, it looks very strange to be in an upper corner. I'd have to be in one of the lower corners, which, depending on the game, that might be even more distracting because you wouldn't be able to see the interface. So, again, it's all these little things to think about that I've never had to worry about before, but, you know, this is what experimenting will be for. Just trying to, okay, would you please? So whenever I fight Nicole, the first thing I'm going to have to do is close the distance, because if she keeps meowing at me, I'm not going to get anywhere. So I'm going to have to... It's interesting that they spell meow that way. But I guess, you know, in Japan, it's not meow, it's nyan. So
Nyan.
Maybe they didn't think to localize it to the American way to spell it? Or maybe they just didn't care. Nice dodge. Akamura blinders. Yeah, it was when we were playing Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes, or whatever that was called, so she had to be isolated and couldn't see my screen. That felt very strange,
I sure did
though.
explode.
I didn't like not having you there. I started to feel a little claustrophobic with the curtain right behind me and not being able to see you.
Yes. Also, that was bad.
What was bad?
Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. I think that was right before I started taking L-theanine for my ADHD.
Oh, that would have been before that. Because that was long enough ago. We were still using the pink logo for streaming Sundays, I believe. Like it's been a hot minute since we've done Keep Talking, Keep Exploding. It was a good game though.
Yep, it turned
really
into
enjoyed
Keep
it.
Exploding at the end.
It sure did. That would be a fun party game we need to play with people who come over, like your one work friend that starts with a J, if she's ever interested in being on the show.
Yep, I think she works Sundays, so we'd have to do it an off day. But yeah.
Or even just to play, you know, for pleasure and not for the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we've got plans. You know, I always just got to keep growing, and I wanted to make it really clear that, like I said, it's not a permanent pivot. Like, certain games will never be face cammed, and I'm not going to force myself to face cam if I don't feel like it. And I'm open to, like, doing the experiment, and everyone's like, Pyro, you're too ugly or distracting, and I don't want to look at you anymore. And I'd be like, all right, no more face cam, and then everyone wins. I'm intentionally not looking at you because I figure
you're not ugly.
I figured that was coming. Here come the spoons. One more Jackbox? Probably never. We had too many problems with Jackbox. Like, every time, like, I don't know if I just drew the shit straw, but every time we did Jackbox, we were having disruptions of people making jokes about suicide, or people picking on other people. Even when we made the whole thing private and held it only to the Discord, I had disruptions and complaints because of the way people were treating other people. Like, for whatever reason, I mean, like, my community is usually extremely well behaved, and yet every time we did Jackbox, someone got their feelings hurt. And I was like, and it was because of maliciousness. And I just didn't want to deal with it anymore.
When it comes to Jackbox, y'all can't behave.
Yeah. A few, like, some of you, and you know who you are, always behaved fine, but... And we got rid of a couple of the troublemakers who were really damaging everything. Like, they are no longer part of the community anyway. But, I don't know. I think if we do Jackbox again, I'll probably limit it to the people who are in the invite-only room. Because, I mean, there's a reason why we have a secret invite-only room. It's for the people that I know I can trust who aren't going to cause problems.
Yeah.
But also, I don't think there are enough people in that room consistently to do Jackbox. But anyway, my point is, we're not doing Jackbox publicly anymore. I'm tired of being the police officer for that.
No offense, but y'all can't behave.
Yep. Yeah, it's exactly what Ledge said. TLDR is, Jackbox rights, and you soiled it. No more Jackbox rights. I mean, that's what it comes down to. And again, it is always the case of, a few bad people spoiling it for everyone, but the ones who spoiled it so fucking hard.
When you're having hot tub mojito night and people keep shitting in the hot tub, like, we know it's one person, but they're shitting in the hot tub. Do you know how much it costs to clean shit out of a hot tub?
Your metaphors are fantastic. What's Jackbox? So, okay, Jackbox is a way where you basically have one player who's the host, and it's several mini games, but mini game is a little hard. Is a bit here. Could you grab a link to one of the Jackboxes that we've done? Because I know we've done a couple for streaming Sundays.
Opening open a YouTube link, PyroFalkon Jackbox.
Yeah, I'll eat the cost. It probably means that we're gonna have to do another money monster, but we need a bigger stable. That way we can start getting dragons and the such. Oh, that sucks.
Oh, here's when we did it for. Oh yeah, we did a lot of them for streaming Sundays.
Yeah, we did a ton of them. We did I think 5.
Let's see here.
5 to 6.
1, 2, 3, 4. There were 4 Jackbox streams and 1 for your birthday.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right. Because I remember with Jackbox 6, I think we did it in Discord. And then it didn't work out. Anyway, so with Jackbox, one player actually plays the game, which is what I do. And then anyone who wants to join the game, all you need is a phone or a website. You don't actually have to buy the thing, and you don't have to register anywhere. You just sign up with a room code, and you get to play along with us.
I sent the link to the one that had the robot diss tracks.
Awesome, thank you. That was a good one. So there are shit. I meant to say no. There are games that you can play that don't require the audience to write anything, which those have limited fun, but those ones I'd be willing to do. Games like the one about internet, or that uses internet polling, and then Trivia Murder Party. Both of those you can't write anything in. But like, those aren't the fun ones. The most fun game, in my opinion, is Quiplash.
I was about to say.
It gives you a prompt. It'll give 2 players a prompt, the same prompt, and it'll be something like, the worst toy of the 90s, and then both players write something. It can be whatever you want, and then everyone else votes on whose was funnier, and whoever gets the votes gets the points, and that's it. Like, it's a very simple concept, but it really brings out creativity. It's just the creativity that it brought out for some people of my community, or former members of my community, were very terrible.
Yeah.
So
that was the one that had the most trolling.
I mean, had to get rid of it.
You gave me the prompt for the worst toy of the 90s, and my immediate thought was, oh, Clue the Satanic Panic Edition.
Yeah. I mean, that's not too bad. Honestly, because everyone's humor is different. We had players, like, people of my community have... I'm intentionally not naming names. I'm going to sound like an asshole, but I don't mean it. Some people of my community didn't have good senses of humor, so their jokes fell flat, and I could even feel from the audience, we were like, But when the games were good, they were very good. But when they were bad, they were very bad and destructive, and I just didn't want to deal with it anymore.
Yeah. The Fibbage game, when they made one that was personal, that got a little weird.
Yes. Yeah. Fibbage is also my favorite, except for when people were using it to talk about their personal lives, which was fucking strange.
Because you tell lies about yourself, and sometimes that's really fun. Like, remember that time, like, I would, like, put that I have a whole bunch of scars on my face, and we've never had a clear photo of me where people could see them?
Yeah.
And people were like, we've seen your face! No, you haven't.
Yeah, so, I don't know. Anyway, moving on subjects. I've been on that one too long. What's the BST of the ape because if it's under 20? What is BST? The total stats?
Yeah, I'm like...
because if that's total stats, yeah,
base
I actually...
stat total, maybe?
I actually meant to talk about that Steve mentioned it. There is an official Monster Rancher 2 tournament going on, and you enter your monster with the share code, but our ape buddy is not anywhere near strong enough to hang, because he's 1291. Our best monster that I've got frozen, I think, is Panini. I think. Let's head to town real quick. Because I haven't played this game very much. As much as I like Monster Rancher... Oh, shit. Hold on, let me freeze him so I can see our monsters. Okay, onions is 1572, potato is 1653, toast is 1165, panini is 1839, carbonara is 1416, noodles is 1105, pizza is 1716. Oh wait, that was Christmas snow cone. Pizza's 1105. Oops. Hiram is 1291. Kale is 1764. Yeah, Panini's our best guy. I have not played this game very much. Like since I played and finished Monster Rancher 2 and Monster Rancher, like OG Monster Rancher 2. And Monster Rancher 2 isn't really in my even top 3 favorite Monster Ranchers. I just haven't played this game much aside from the show. I might enter Panini or try to eke out a little bit more of Panini's numbers. I don't know. I haven't played the game nearly as hard. And if you're not close to that stat count, then you're gonna get wrecked in the tournament. So.
You're gonna get riggedy Shrek.
Yeah. It's, even if you don't get anywhere near winning, you still get a participation thing? Really? Interesting. I might do that then, just to get whatever it is. I mean, especially if all I have to do is just throw in or toss a share code at him and be done with it. Hello, Mad Dog. Thank you for joining the stream. Yeah, man. It's so weird. Like, Monster Rancher is a great chill-out game, and that's why Monster Rancher 2 for the show is an ongoing series, because, like, on days like this where I just don't have the mental capacity to do new games or whatever, or do anything too crazy, then, you know, this is a great fallback. Alright, I think he's gonna break... Oh, he has broken 300 life at this point. Okay. I think he's got some issues with defense, so we can't rely on that, but he's ready to be promoted, probably. Let's see, I can skip this tournament. Let's see how he does on defense now, since he's an adult. Because if he gets at least 7 points out of it, then it'd be worth to keep going until it gets to 300. Yeah, as Ginergy says, you probably need to be within about 50 points to have a chance. Oh, yeah, okay. We can keep working him on defense. Yeah, I mean, even with Panini, you may recall that I was with another... or I raised Panini in a tournament by a guy named Nash, who is one of the moderators on the Monster Rancher Discord, and he's a great guy. He was awesome and super professional from start to finish, made me feel super welcome in the Monster Rancher Discord. And he ran this tournament with other YouTubers, and 6 of us entered. And I entered Panini, who was like a 400 to 500 points off of the cap. I just didn't have the time to get him maxed out like I hoped I would. And Panini got wrecked. He was everyone's I don't know. A lot of people were cheering for him and rooting for him and hoping he would do well.
He did well considering.
Yeah. His AI is what screwed us on that one, because like when he did certain specific moves, he won, but he didn't like doing those moves under AI control. So that's okay. Panini was cranky. Hello, Daryl. Thank you for joining the stream. Monster Rancher 2 is one of my favorite games, and so to see you streaming this. Yeah, man. Got plenty of Monster Rancher on the channel, and I'll never stop playing Monster Rancher. Certainly not for the channel. It gets me the views. Need the views. All players that participate in the tournament will receive a certificate on the game page. That's cool. Yeah. I'll enter for sure. I'll submit somebody. Like I said, it'll probably be Panini just because he's got the most numbers, but... Yeah, I ran Monster Rancher 2 start to finish. OG Monster Rancher 2. It has 2 endings because I cheated for one ending and then decided to go back and not cheat. My pride stopped me. I think I was burned out of Monster Rancher at that point. That's why I was like, let's just get this over with so I can do something else. And then once I cheated on it, like, months passed, and I'm like, I should probably go back to actually legit finish it. Oh, thank you, Daryl. You're the best. Would you please stop, Susvade? Holy crap.
That's a cool looking Naga.
He is. He's crossed with the Dino. I like Nagas, man. Like, Nagas are my favorite race, even though Pixies give me the best success. That's why they're both S tier in my book.
The solution is Naga Pixies.
There is a Pixie Naga. Pixie Nagas look fucking rad as hell, too. That's my main in my my Evo side run is a Pixie Naga. She's fucking awesome. It's also because I like Power Pixies, just because I like being a contrarian, so...
Yep.
And Pixie Nagas are more predisposed to power than other Pixies.
This is probably bad of me to say, but I do like when you stick it to the idea that Monster Rancher has a set way to play it and be good at it.
Yeah, I've gotten that from a lot of people. Oh, hi, hold on. Thank you, Daryl, for the kind words. Wanted to grab that before I forgot. He says it's good content. Really been enjoying it.
Yes,
thank you. That keeps me going on the days when I look at my subscriber count and cry.
But, like, we've all seen those type of nerds who are like, you have to do it this way. Yeah. This is the best way. You have to be elite, and we're good, and you're bad, and meh.
Here's the thing.
Gatekeep. I like watching their panties get twisted.
Here's the thing with not looking shit up on wikis and game guides and whatever, is that you're forced to develop strategies that work. And it doesn't matter what they are, just they work. And whether it's Monster Rancher or Factorio or other games over the years, I have received multiple comments in multiple games that are things like, I didn't realize this strategy could possibly work. The guides don't tell you to do it. It's like if everyone's reading from the same guide, of course you think there's only one way to play. But I intentionally don't look at guides unless I'm doing something very specific and I just want to get a game over with or whatever. But,
yep,
you know, you learn your own strategies.
I don't look at guides unless I get stuck on something.
Like, there's... the one that chaps my ass is Factorio, because that is in my top 3 games of all time. And there is a strategy in Factorio called the main bus strategy. So Factorio is a game about logistics, getting a lot of stuff like iron ore and coal and copper into a repository where you can then make other products from it. So it's kind of like a survival game, but not really. And the main bus strategy is where you take all of your products into this one singular super long highway that stretches forever across the land, but then it branches off into making products. And it is extremely efficient, and it looks fantastic when it's done properly, because everything is organized and pretty and color-coded. I never play that way.
It's boring.
My factories look like ass.
On purpose.
I have spaghettied conveyor belts that just go everywhere. That's the game that gave us the phrase the Twisty Magoo, when you send a belt one way and then turn it around another way for no apparent reason. And I find that hilarious.
Yes.
So that's how I play it.
We play
but it
Factorio
works.
very whimsically. I remember the only thing I looked up was how to optimize a solar panel farm.
Yeah.
Just so I could take that blueprint and stamp it fucking everywhere into a giant fucking hellscape of fucking solar panels.
Daryl's our type of people. He says, just enjoy the games how you want to play them. It's a fun thing to experiment with. Fucking A. That's the attitude I like around here.
I'm laughing about the time you asked for some solar panels, and I told you they were in a box in my solar panel farm, and you wandered into it, and you're like, oh my god. And then the accumulators turned on.
Yeah, it's unpleasant hearing the noise. We should do Factorio for the show again one of these days. I want to. It would give us an excuse to play the game.
Yes.
We should. What I should do, honestly, is load up one of our completed saves, and I can walk into your accumulator farm and show everyone why that shit's terrifying.
When the sun goes down.
Yes. But yeah, man, like, and see, that's always been my philosophy of gaming. There was an interesting debate on Monster Rancher that I saw, because the so-called proper way to beat Monster Rancher includes saving every single week and then loading if the dice roll doesn't go your way, which for me would drive me absolutely insane for just on the surface of saving and loading constantly. But also, the debate was that, like, nowadays, games are generally considered more fun when they are hard. Oh, thank you for the donation, Zypher. Much appreciated. What? Is that that's like a Game Boy Advance that's permanently collecting sunglasses?
Yes.
Man, stickers are weird on YouTube. I love them.
They sure are.
But there was a debate where it's like, nowadays games like the Soulsborne games want to challenge you without having you reset and retry 1,000 times. Or games like XCOM where you're kind of committed no matter what happens. And yet, a certain group of Monster Rancher players want to always make sure they always get what they always want, which is very strange. It's very opposite. But like Monster Rancher games or Monster Raising games have always been like that. Like in Pokemon, there are what are called IVs, which is individual values. And when a monster has IVs, then it determines how well their stats are going to grow. And some people have sat there and reset their games constantly and gotten hundreds upon hundreds of the same monster just so the dice rolls come out exactly the way they want them to and maximize their IVs. And I'm like, I can't imagine doing that. Like, that feels like such a waste of time, in my opinion. But
You just chilling there, bud?
yeah, he did half a lap, and then he was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna float on my banana. I was so stunned by that animation, I just shut down for a split second.
Steve Thompson asks, have you ever tried to challenge yourself in any game, even if it's a little challenge? Not really, unless we're doing it for the show.
Yeah, if I'm doing it for the show, I will.
Yeah, like, our core, I wouldn't want to call it philosophy, because that sounds hoity-toity, but, like, our core thing is, like, games are meant to be played for pleasure, and we don't derive pleasure from challenging ourselves, really.
Not unnecessarily.
Not unnecessarily, yeah.
Ourselves, yeah. Because, like, I still want to go back and try Bloodborne again. I would just do it for an audience.
Yep.
And I would play that one for the challenge. But, like, Yeah, in general, we don't. Surviving Mars is one. Although with that one, it was less about the challenge and more about chasing achievements, which I never do, but I did for Surviving Mars because I love it so much. And some of those challenges were tough. But as far as like just like say a Nuzlocke in Pokemon, not really. It takes a very specific game for me to want to do that. Because the way I play games, I generally don't play games more than once, which is not like some sort of weird, like, moral quandary. It's more like just I get distracted easily.
Yes,
so,
we have so many games that...
Yeah. I've throughout my entire life, I'll play games extremely hard for about 2 weeks, and then I won't touch them again for months, if ever. And that's why RPGs kind of work out well for me, because I can play it really hard, get the entire story, see the end, and then move on with my life. And it's just the way my brain operates. And that tends to be the core reason why I'm also not particularly super good at any one game, because I don't play any one game enough to get super awesome good at it. At least not the ones that aren't the show. But I mean, there have been a few. I'm also not very good at coming up with those kinds of challenges. Like, something like the Nuzlocke would have never occurred to me. You know, I have to see someone recommend it. So, like, you know, the classic Final Fantasy 1 challenge of playing with 4 white mages is just... I wouldn't have ever thought of it, but once I saw it, I'm like, that sounds interesting. The one I'm working on now, actually, I'm doing more randomizers in my spare time. I've got another Zelda randomizer I want to do just for funsies. And we did a Legend of Zelda Link to the Past randomizer here on the show, too, which was very fun. It was really fun in, like, a maddening way, or maddening in a fun way, where, like, for a long time we thought we were stuck because there was just this one obstacle where we were like, how can we possibly proceed? And then it just clicked in my head that we could actually get through it because of something that the dice roll did early in the game. And so it was like an hour of bumbling around, and then finally I'm like, oh, we can just do this thing! And then we were off to the races. It was really funny. Yeah, I enjoy it. The last E-Train Odyssey, I just want to try it a different way than always having a medic. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. Like, if you know the game well, doing a challenge is much easier to do. With Factorio, the way I play now is called Rail World, which is where all of the resources are spread very, very, very far out. So you have to use trains to get all your resources everywhere. And I intentionally make the resource piles smaller than default to force me to use more trains and more rails and to explore further. And I don't know. That's probably technically a challenge, so it is what it is. Anyway. So yeah. I should stream more. I don't stream nearly as much as I should. I haven't felt like doing the show for like a month. Like I probably should take time off, but I'm coming off of like a full month off. I think we took what, March off? It was either February or March that I took off almost all of it. Maybe it was April.
Yeah, I would argue
it was February
that
or March.
Yeah, I would argue that you didn't really take time off because you agonized over it.
Oh yeah, I always agonize over taking time off. I feel terrible if I'm not working. To the point where I will not literally hurt myself, but like I will mentally hurt myself and call myself lazy and an asshole when I'm not always constantly working.
It's a problem.
It is. This is why I need you and Ledge and Mark and Soul and the other members of the community who are like, Pyro, it's okay if you take a day off to yourself. And I'm like, no, I can't.
Yes, you can.
So it is what it is. No. Getting close. Don't let him eat the tasty banana.
Yeah, like that's the thing. A lot of
failed.
people don't remember is that we are not herd animals, we're predators. Sitting around on our butts 90% of the time is the natural way of things. Just look at our cats.
Our cats?
Yes, we're not like bees in a hive. We aren't contented and, like, instinctually rewarded for doing hive work all the damn time, like a bee.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, I don't know. Ginergy says maybe give yourself a lighter schedule. That is interesting that you suggest that, because I have unintentionally done that. It has to do with the game I'm playing. One of the things you don't see, and I don't think I've been too public about this, but like Evil Genius 2, which also puts asses in the seats, Evil Genius 2 takes me about 2 hours per episode to record and then another 45 minutes to edit. So you're looking at about 3 hours per episode, whereas if it's Monster Rancher, I can do an entire session in 3 hours, because those are only 20-minute episodes, and I generally don't do a lot of smash cuts. So, depending on the game being played, I do have a lighter or heavier schedule if I want to maintain daily content. Knights of the Old Republic is taking me about 45 minutes to record and about 35 minutes to edit. So what is that? 80 minutes? So about an hour and a half per episode, which isn't awful, but it's still more than Monster Rancher. So once we start doing Evo, even if I do half-hour episodes of Evo, I think my schedule will lighten up a little bit, just because, you know, it doesn't take as much work. Evil Genius 2 wrecks me. Like, I learned from the first one that, the first run with Evil Genius 2, that when we do Evil Genius 2, I have to plan for it in advance, because it takes so much time and wrecks my schedule. I would have to switch to like an every other day upload schedule to keep, you know, to make it not quite so heavy on myself. Yeah, and that's one of the things, you know, we don't talk about with the show, because with streaming doesn't take any time to edit, and, you know, it's just you put it out there in the world and it's done. Whereas with doing the pre-recorded shows, I mean, editing takes a long time, and it's man hours. You know, it's time you have to do stuff. Like it takes even longer to do the episodes that I'm saying, but like the rest of the work is rendering, which is background computer work, uploading, which is background computer work, and then making the thumbnail, which takes about 5 minutes, which I don't really factor in. But yeah, it takes close to 3 man hours per episode of Evil Genius 2, which is why I take long breaks between runs of that one. Well, like, I'm sure we'll do another run of Evil Genius 2 by the end of this year, but it's probably going to be around September at the earliest, because I'm just not going to want to deal with it until then. Shit, we don't even know if we're going to be here in September.
Yep.
The baby is in her box. She's being a box baby. And just to not scare people, we were thinking about moving. A few things are going to have to go very right for us. So we don't know. Just, you know, you never know where life's going to take you and all that shit. Get away from me, Zamber. Thwack. Die. I haven't even taken a drink of my coffee yet. Nice dodge. Less nice dodge. I have come to realize I don't like monsters that have slow guts gains, so apes are not really my thing. Just had to get one last push in there, didn't you, Zamber? Did that make you feel better about your loss? Alright. Yeah, I mean, we've talked about moving before. Like, Akamura really wants to go to Seattle. I'm just unwilling to make a move, if that makes sense. Like, I want to make sure there's either a job lined up or an opportunity. Like, if someone from Seattle or Los Angeles was like, hey, move here and we can guarantee you'll suddenly have 1 million subscribers because you'll have access to the West Coast. I mean, I'd be on the first fucking plane out there. But I don't want to, like, move out to Seattle just to work at Walmart. You know what I mean? I can work at Walmart here. And the cost of living in Ohio is very cheap. So if we go somewhere, I want to make sure there's a damn good reason for it. The slow guts gain hurts. I feel like I always pick ones that are slow as hell. Yeah. Yeah. It's probably why I like pixies so much. They tend to have a fairly good gain. Nagas don't, but Nagas hit really fucking hard. So I tend to... That's why Nagas are my favorite. I keep saying that, but pixies always bring me my main success. Maybe pixies are my favorite. Maybe it's tied. It doesn't matter. Alright, we are now in the B class. Which is as high as we need to rise. Another reason I believe that it's more efficient to stay in the B class is because I think B class has more tournaments than the A class. So I think that, and again, I'm just waiting for someone to watch this from the future and be like, Pyro, that's wrong. You're an idiot for thinking that. And like, I'm just on edge.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have rest next week.
If you think that way, fuck off.
But yeah, anyway, I think B class is more efficient because you have more tournaments to work with. But I've never sat there and added up the numbers, and the mere thought of adding up the amount of money you can earn per class, per year, per battle, just saying that made me tired. So, fuck it. No, I don't want to explore. So, we're, yeah, this is fine. Okay. He's down to Fond. I think he was a Doting for a long time, so this might be good. I should give him a Smoked Snake so his style comes down a little bit, but I also don't care. Okay, there's a B-class tournament today. I mean, we can try it. We can at least see where he's at in the B class.
Yeah.
Again, this is not perfect strategy because doing a battle automatically reduces their lifespan, so you shouldn't enter a battle unless you're guaranteed to win or whatever. Pardon me while I make jacking off motions. I just, you know, fucking whatever. Okay, his numbers look like they're okay. Duelist has no speed, but a lot of defense, but not a ton of life? He might be able to hang with the B class. I don't think he can dominate it, but he can probably hang with it.
Yep. For those of you not in the know, that annoying shit is why we don't allow backseating.
Yeah, yeah. I allow backseating with specific games depending on how well I know them. Like a game like, say, Link to the Past, I allow backseating because I'll usually just ignore it because I know the game so well. But if I'm doing a randomizer, having someone who is kind of mentally keeping track of where I've been is actually helpful. Is that ironic that basically the games I allow backseating in are the ones where I don't need it? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know if that's ironic.
The games where you don't need it, like, it's not so much backseating as it is a discussion.
Yeah, that's true.
Remember that one guy who, like, backseated and we, like, fucking muted him for it? And he comes in and is like, if I can't backseat, I might as well not even be here. It's like,
yeah. That was fun.
Start your own channel, you self-important bitch.
Yeah, that's alright. One thing I've learned over doing the show for 11 years is that there's a point where you're just like, alright, whatever, to someone being disruptive.
Yeah.
If I lost sleep over everyone who disrupted me, I'd never get the show done. Ape also has a sneeze move. Whoa! That was a heavy hit. Okay, Laquelle. Fucking calm down. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get my life up, too, if I want to. Hairs hit way harder than I expect them to. Hares are pretty good. For what I like, or the way I like raising monsters, always hit, never be hit, and when you hit, hit hard. Like, hares are pretty damn good. I don't know why I don't use them more often. Because they're also fairly easy to raise, and their guts recharging rate is pretty decent. Like, they are everything I like. They're just a little squishy, but, you know, if you punch something so hard it breaks, it's not going to hit back. Like that. Oh, son of a bitch. Waste time, waste time, waste time, waste time, waste time. Okay, never mind. Just slap him to death. That works too. Whew! That's the weakness of hares. No defense. Goodness. Apes have a whole series of fart moves? Lovely. That's interesting. My ape is not an intelligence-based one, so I don't have any of those. I've actually...
Small miracles.
Hello, worm. Okay, just vomit on me to start off the battle. That's nice.
Nasty.
What a dick. I like... Huh?
It's like when you go up to a friend who's on a bar crawl.
I like how I like how aggressive they made the monsters for the remakes. Like, these guys hit hard. Nice dodge. It's so funny. There were debates about what they changed for the remake, and a lot of people freaked out about it. And, like, most of the changes they made, I didn't even understand at first. Like, they took away a specific thing with a magic banana item, and I hadn't even heard of the magic banana item at that point, or, like, I hadn't used it or whatever. I certainly didn't need it for the YouTube run. So it just didn't make a difference to me. Oh, that would be gross and feel weird. Ugh. You remember Hair from the anime? Wasn't a Hair from the anime like the Meowth of Pokemon?
I think so. Just like it filled that codified niche.
Yeah. It's been a hot minute since I've seen the Monster Rancher anime. I keep saying that I'm going to go back and watch it, and I never do.
It was very 90s.
Oh yeah, it's 90s as hell. Okay.
They tried really hard to make it cool.
Yeah, I just realized I've been playing in non-fast forward for a while. Because I turned off fast forward in order to do the one battle. And, never turned it back on. I want some rest. Yeah, you got it. Because you just did a battle. Main change I noted was the lifespan, which I welcome, makes it more challenging. Yeah. That one was the one I understood. Because it was simple. Monsters live basically like a year less now. Which is how it was in the Japanese version. The original OG Japanese version. It just made it easier for us heathen Americans. Alright, well... So, he won the match, which is fine. Okay, we're not doing the free-for-alls. There is a match in 2 weeks. I should be doing the heavier trainings with him. Let's do speed and life. Or defense and life, rather. I love fast forward feature, but it makes battles too fast for me. Yeah, I can't play fast forward and battle. But there is... We have someone in our community who never gives their monster orders, which I find fascinating. I've never played Monster Rancher that way. But it does force you to raise them better and to combine them better because you need the higher stats when you aren't giving the AI orders. I've never played that way, but it sounds interesting enough that I want to do it sometime. Not necessarily for the show, because I don't think that'd be very fun to watch. Or maybe it would be, I don't know. But, I would just do it for my own, which it'd be similar to Football Manager, because you don't control your players in Football Manager. Okay, rest this week and then do a battle. But yeah, it's a fascinating idea, I think, to never control your monster. Let's see. We got a steel or a silver after that last fight. Thank you for giving me your drugs, Auntie. Thank you for giving me your illegal seeds,
for
Auntie.
the crack.
I think it said something about consumption of them is illegal, so that's nice.
Yay! She gave us Datura.
Yeah, let's so there's the magic banana. So the change they did to this is when you feed the monster a magic banana, it will, I think it's guaranteed to give your monster a boost in something, but you don't know what that something is. And it used to be that the magic banana would give you like an additional year of life for that monster. So in the remake, they took that away. Like the magic banana will still boost everything else, but it cannot increase lifespan. And an old strategy in OG Monster Rancher was to save, feed a magic banana, and if they didn't gain lifespan, you loaded the game and fed them the magic banana again, and you kept doing that until it did what you wanted. That's not playing a game, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's forcing numbers.
Yeah, I mean, roulette isn't fun when you're allowed to just re-roll the frickin' ball until it does exactly what you want it to do and you hit big.
That's the kind of behavior that gets you kicked out of the casino.
Yeah, it really is. It's so dumb. Alright, we're good. Oh, shit. Nope, there was the pure silver. Yeah.
Luke says an AI battle with you acting as the fight announcer would be a lot of fun.
Yes, but I don't know if I have that kind of commentary style. I would need a second person, because if it's just me, I don't think me solo announcing the battles or solo commentating the battles would be very fun to listen to. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm better at it than I think I am. But I would really want a second person for that. I would need an Akamura to... Actually, Akamura would be a great color commentator because she would just channel John Madden and say the most ridiculous nonsense, and that would work really well. Be a good straight man comic routine.
And we're loading up here. We got Hiram and Epsilon and
Robino
whatever that says. Here we go. We're up against Pyroto. And here we go. When you look at these stats, you can see that Pyroto is the kind of guy that when he blocks, you really can't hit him.
You love John Madden. It works so well.
Let's see how this is shaping up. Looks like we got the first attack, and see... The problem when you focus on defense is that you don't hit very hard, as seen here. And Hiram goes for a strike, but he doesn't really have the accuracy to pull it off. Here we go, and now Hiram's getting in close, and the cool thing about getting in close is that it increases your accuracy, so you can hit easier when you're up close and personal with him. That's going to be really important with Pyroto's high defense.
It's actually working out pretty well. The only thing you're missing is a random aside about Brett Favre and why he's a great quarterback. Even though this is Monster Rancher.
We'll see, Hiram's a great money monster. Like a great money monster, really. You couldn't ask for better. And that's time up, and you can see that when the time's up, Hiram wins because he hit more. And he had higher hit points at the end of the battle. You alright after that?
Yes. You're very good at John Madden. Akamura fell in love with John Madden's commentary style when she heard John Madden literally say, "This is the guy who, when he runs, he moves faster." Like, that is a direct, actual quote from John Madden. So, ever since then, when Akamura goes into John Madden mode,
yep,
it makes me laugh.
Yep, the thing about John Madden's commentary is he was commentating not for the usual fan, but the casual onlooker. So a lot of his obvious statements were really helpful for those people, but really fucking funny to the people who do know what football's all about.
Yes. All right. Just Robanil. Uh-oh, I might lose this one. Come on, baby, land it.
And this is the kind of situation where you get one good hit in, and that's it.
Yeah. Robanil's defense was... I just couldn't overcome it. That's not bad. I mean, you know, it's giving us a baseline for where we are in the B class. He won the first one. I don't think it was a fluke.
Robanil's the kind of monster where if you don't hit him very much, he's not going to take much damage.
I don't think Hiram's first B class was a fluke. But, yeah, he's definitely...
See, Epsilon here's got some mixed stats, but the thing with mixed stats is when you're throwing your eggs into all the basket, it's not very many eggs.
That made about as much sense as a John Madden line. Hello, Dynasty Girl. Thank you for joining the stream. Looks like Dynasty Girl lost against her keyboard for a split second, but she's right on now. Yeah, so we just need to raise all of Hiram's stats, and that's okay. He seems predisposed to power and defense, so we can just work on those two.
The thing with a high power and defense monster is if you work on those, it's great. But if you're working on those, you're not working on your accuracy, which could be the linchpin in your offense.
That actually could be the linchpin in the offense, because I've got kind of garbage accuracy here. Okay, time to spam and hope for the best.
Hiram's the kind of monster where if he picks you up and throws you, you are gone. You are dead. That's it. Goodbye.
Yeah, that Hangar exploded.
When you're struggling with your power, it's always good to have an ace in the hole move to really even the odds.
Oh, another rematch. At least we're against Epsilon. I wouldn't say we handled him easily, but that pick up and throw move is very, very powerful. Stop fisting me in the face! What did I just say to you?
See, Epsilon's the kind of monster with his mixed stats. When he hits you hard, he hits you fast, and he hits you accurately.
Yeah. I like Hangars. For that reason. They are very, very good. Alright, there's only 2 in friggin' Evo, which makes me sad. Alright, time to... Alright. You can't be missing, Hiram. Okay. Hiram. Oh my god. We are in trouble. Yeah, if I need to land something. Shit. I don't like doing spam attacks because those have the lowest chance to hit, but yeah, that's that.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. We just need to work on his stats. So he can hang with the B class, but he can't dominate it. And we need him to dominate so he gets money. Like, that's no problem. I did like Gollies. Steve mentioned Gollies. Gollies are cool. Like, I like their design. No, I'm not praising you. The hell? Why would I praise you for losing? That wasn't even really you doing your what? Oh, we're burying a seed. I wonder what kind of plant it is. Let's wait. Okay. Alright. Isn't that the thing that turns into, like, the tree monster or whatever? I don't freaking remember. Yeah, RNG did get me. But to be fair, RNG got me the victory, the initial victory against him, so I'm not too concerned with the way that played out. Let's skip the next couple tournaments, because I don't think he's ready for those.
See, the problem with a money monster is when they're not winning, they're not making you money.
Yeah. Annoying bakers are annoying.
Yep.
We need to put more fear into Hiram, now that I know how that works. So in Monster Rancher 2, a monster's loyalty is determined by how much you spoil them and how much they fear you. Both are, I think, at a 0 to 100, and then they're averaged. And that's how it decides what the actual loyalty is. So Hiram is over-spoiled, so his spoil number is probably 100, but his fear number is probably 0, and we have to fix that. See, I'm soft on him. So they're having a sale right now. Let's buy him a smoked snake, because that induces fear. It's expensive. I don't like buying it, but... Okay. And then... So he eats this, and then that should, oddly enough, raise his loyalty. Yeah, now the style is even and his loyalty is 57. Okay, that's what I need. I was being too nice, which I knew already, but... This way, okay, and since we're going to do a lot of training, let's turn on fast forward. There we go! That's what we need more of! That's exactly what we need more of. And now I'm soft again.
It's moving faster.
What?
It's moving faster. Oh, God.
It is moving faster. I went into fast forward mode. Alright. Yeah, they couldn't call it a Chucky. Although I bet they could have called it a Chucky and not run afoul of any trademark or copyright infringement. But, I don't know. Maybe they would have. Who knows? Yep, not doing that. Definitely not doing the official tournament. I should send him on an errantry for power. Given the fact all I'm feeding him is meat, how expensive that is, he's still making a decent profit for us.
And even though you're soft on him, his loyalty is raised.
Yep. Yep, because I've got the right mix now. I probably could give him another smoked snake, and he'd still be okay. Yep, see, his loyalty just keeps going up, because he's got a little bit of fear in him now, which is what I should have been doing before. I never micromanaged to that extent for Monster Rancher 2. Nice! Alright. Shit, maybe I should get him to 500, not 400. His accuracy is okay for now. So... Like, it might be... No, you don't get more meat. Screw off. Uh-huh. Errantry? Ooh... So, the problem with going to Errantry in any week but the first week is they don't get food. But he's tired. And I really want to send him on Errantry, so I'm just going to not feed him in March. You know, this is actually making me want to play more, Ooh. And now he's fond again. Let's get another smoked snake. Because I'm really having trouble with his... controlling his pace. Okay. Anyway, I never micromanage like this, but it's making me want to play more Football Manager. I still wish you'd play that with me, Akamura. I know you're not interested in it. It just hurts. I want to play that game multiplayer with someone. I have I have been playing Football Manager with Soul, but we haven't played it in like a year. So we're very we haven't gotten very far in our season. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just watching.
Okay. I know, that's the one problem with Monster Rancher. There's definitely lulls and not lulls.
Well, then that's part of the reason we're playing.
Yeah, I just didn't have it in me to... Hey, new skill! Excellent. I did this for the numbers, but I'll take the skill. Something so ridiculous about that being in fast forward. Yes, Soul, absolutely. You just say the word, and I will be there for Football Manager. Now that we're switching to Monster Rancher Evo for the channel, I will be, my schedule's opening up a little bit. The problem with Soul right now and I is that we are on very opposite sleep schedules. I think we only have a few hours of overlap when we're both conscious, and I'm not always on to chat during that, but... if you are ever up for it, Soul, just hit me up. I'm always down for some Football Manager. I don't remember any of my player names from Sweden, but that's fine. Man, butt scooting on sand must feel like the worst thing. Pop out! Pop out! There we go. And he's about to fight a golem. And I can't... Oh, that's a shit golem. Okay. Good luck, buddy, because I can't control you in this. What the tits was that move? Clearly that's the one he just learned. It looked like he picked his nose and then Glutton exploded? What the hell am I looking at? Does he have explosive mucus?
Gross.
Wonder if DX has the same for unlocking Ruby Knight.
Oh!
I believe that they didn't change anything for unlocking in the DX versions. So if it worked in OG, it probably still works. Oh!
Crap.
Hiram, you got fucked up.
You got riggedy rocked.
Well, he's not dead, so that's a positive. Hiram doesn't seem injured either, so... Oh, never mind. He's injured. It's possible it's a kill shot. Okay, nope, he's back. Alright, he's fine. Go ahead and take an extra rest. Oh my god.
Popped a rib right out.
Yeah. Alright, so anyway, let's see when the next battle is. 4 weeks. Alright, we'll do 2 heavy training and then rest him and then do it. So he should get to power 450 at least. So he'll be able to hit way harder in the battles. Oh, nice, and that was great. 19 points. The maximum you ever get from training is 20, so that was very, very good. That's definitely worthy of a praise. Okay. Think we're going to be alright here. Yep, and that's not the upgrade. I don't want to... Again, we don't want to promote him at this point. He's going to stay B-class forever. We just want to sit here and grind out cash and sell everything that we earn. So, you know what? Just for funsies, for this tournament, let's not give him any advice. Let's let Hiram do his thing. We'll do the... Oh, God, he's against Epsilon. Wow, that was a solid hit for only being slap. Oof. See, at this point, I'd be... No, he's doing about what I would do. I wouldn't have done a roll assault, but it worked out. Good job, Hiram. Damn. Oh, this is a Golly. Gollies aren't just in #1, they're in 2 as well. Yeah, I like Golly designs. I wish there was a Golly in 4. I would totally have raised one. Wait, oh shit, I said to give advice on this one. Let's slow it down so I can actually think. Gollies are cool. I think I did wind up raising one for the YouTube run. He didn't do very well. The thing with the YouTube runs is that I try to show off different monsters, so by definition, I'm not doing a lot of combining. And because I'm not doing a lot of combining, there's not a lot of monsters who... Like, you don't get to see them with extreme damage outputs because, you know, Generation 1 monsters are always limited to an extent. And that's been true of every Monster Rancher. I've wanted to show off different monsters. Don't miss your 69 nice percents. Come on, get in there. Oh my god, land one, Hiram. All you needed to do is land one, you'll probably have them. God damn it. He definitely has the power, he just doesn't have the accuracy. And I don't think improving his accuracy is going to help that much at this point. I mean, it can't hurt. We could switch him to accuracy training. Just usually a move is going to slip through. I am shocked I didn't get at least one in there. Ugh. Yeah. Man. No, I'm not praising him for that performance. That was awful. I mean... Because those were 66% chances to hit. I shouldn't have been... that shouldn't have missed that often. That was RNG kicking me squarely in the testicles. So... let's give it extra care. Oh, he's got a lot of time left. Wow. Alright, when's the next tournament? It's the official one, so it's going to be a while. Okay. You know what? Let's just work on accuracy until then. Until past the official tournament. Because that was awful. That was such terrible performance. 11 points of accuracy. Okay, so he is predisposed to doing accuracy. That's good. Because you're going to be working on it for a while, buddy. Was that 5 misses? I wasn't counting, but it felt like that many. That was a lot of them. That was way more than it should have. Also, thank you for joining the stream. Artaz Sasfert? We're gonna go with that. But yeah, that was bad RNG against me. It's okay. There's a CD that lists there's a site that lists all the CDs in the databanks for both games. It's good for when you want to find a specific monster. Yeah, definitely. That's how I handled a few things in my YouTube runs. I think it was OG Monster Rancher 4. I went out of my way to buy the movie Hackers, which is not a great movie.
It's pretty terrible.
Yeah, I mean, it shows Angelina Jolie's boob for like 3 frames, so that's exciting if you're into that. But I bought it specifically because it made the Blue Phoenix in Monster Rancher 4. I think I still watched the movie after I bought it, because I'm like, well, I've got it anyway. I may as well watch the movie, and then I regretted watching the movie.
It was bad.
Happy birthday to Hiram. Yeah, whatever. We don't have enough money to do a no-rest monster, so we're going to need another moneymaker. I mean, part of it was we dropped 15 grand on expanding the size of our thing, our stable, so that's fine. Hiram is very well. I'm sure he is. Let's keep working on this. Wow, that is being picked up. He is not well, Cold. You do not know more than me. I bought Bust-A-Move for a PS1 game just for the Cinderbird and OG Monster Rancher 2. Exactly. That's what separates the dedicated Monster Rancher players from those who aren't buying a disc specifically to get one monster. Alright, I'm just... fuck it.
pure gold. Okay, yeah, we definitely want to try to get this one. Because we need that money. That's the other reason staying in the B class is nice, because there's the pure silver thing and the pure gold thing, which get you a lot of cash to sell. On top of the money you get if you get the win. For no rest challenges, I try to have 80,000 in the bank. You really only need about 40,000 if you're good, but I always try to have a lot more money than I need. I mean, that's just logic. Is that the cat?
Yes.
Wow, she woke up from her nap and just has done nothing but scream.
What's going on, scraggly one?
Wow.
Do you want some affection?
That was a lot of screaming.
That was a lot of screaming. Are you okay, sweetheart?
He seems okay.
Here she comes.
Oh, is it laugh time, baby? Easy. You want up? Nope, you don't want up.
She hasn't had any TREATs today.
That could be it.
Yes, we have to spell the word.
Yep, she knows the word.
Niecy, what you doing? She's like, you're on your screens and you're not petting me.
She looks really groggy. I think she, I wonder if she's hot. She might need the fan on her or something. Oh.
Maybe,
She's very lethargic today. She doesn't seem like she's acting ill, but she's very lethargic.
Mm-hmm.
It's also hot. It's 85 right now.
Yes.
Like, I've got the braze, so it feels fine.
Yeah, but I'm not wearing any clothes, so I feel fine.
Yeah, and poor Niecy has to wear her clothes.
She's covered in fur.
I should translate that temperature for the souls of us. Let's see. Let me, nope. Don't open other web pages.
I got a photo of Lethargy Baby.
Lethargy, baby?
Yes. Because look at her. She looks super cute.
Okay, Soul, it is currently 29C. So it's a little toasty right now. The only reason I'm able to survive this is because I've got a nice breeze coming in.
Yep, it be crunky.
Yep, this is pyro weather. Like, this is the kind of heat I like. I like very warm but dry heat. And it is not very humid today.
Yep, legit, I kind of want to go get some soda and ice cream.
You're more than welcome to. You don't need me for that.
I know, but I don't want to leave the apartment.
I know.
It's 85 degrees outside.
It's 85 degrees outside.
I don't know if you know that, but it's 85 degrees outside.
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
I will melt into a pile.
You will not.
Quick.
Actually, what will get you legit more than anything is that it's the weather alert is telling me there's high UV out there.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Because like that doesn't bother me. I tan nice.
Yes,
But you explode.
burn. Not just that, but whoa.
Yeah, he's hitting really fucking hard.
No. That's
Oh, yeah. Could you take care of that, please? Thanks.
got it.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't know where Ledge is. Appreciate that. I wonder if Ledge has left.
That was a really quick spam.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and make this public because I've been thinking about this anyway. We are thinking about getting another mod who can show up every week because a little too much pressure has been put on Ledge lately. Like, Ledge is handling it, and he's not asked me for help. But we're getting to the point where we're going to probably need a new mod. So if you are interested in being a mod for YouTube and or Discord, please let me know in Discord if you are interested. Ledge says my computer exploded. And just at the wrong time when we had a bot show up.
Yeah, it's hot over there, isn't it? And
Yeah, so yeah, if anyone is interested in being a mod, I do have some requirements. Like this isn't just happy
really
fun
not.
time, and I can't pay you because I can barely pay myself. So, but if you are interested to volunteer to be a mod, please let me know in Discord. You can DM me. I need you there more weeks than you're not. So if you routinely show up to my streams and if you are active in Discord and you can commit to the time, please let me know because we need some additional help. So, and if you're interested, for the love of God, let me know. It's a nice problem to have in a sense. It means we're getting bigger, you know.
You want to have a reason to move to Seattle?
Seattle? Why?
Yeah, it's
What?
55 degrees out there right now, and it's going to peak at like 63 over the course of the week.
Seattle would be great if it didn't have the cost of living it
Yeah,
does.
lucky motherfuckers.
I mean, it's no San Francisco, but it's also no Ohio either. Genergy says I'd volunteer, but honestly, I can't make the time commitment. See, I like that. It's fucking when people are honest, that makes me happy. Yes. Honestly, I can handle the Saturday streams. The Twitch audience isn't nearly as big as the YouTube audience. It's Sundays that I need the help, and Discord that I need the help with more than Twitch. We're not on Twitch enough to make it to justify it right now. Let's see. Hello, Lord Shanji. Thank you for joining the stream. Hiram is doing all right. That's pretty much all you've missed. He's in the B class, currently training his accuracy, which is a little lacking. If I can get it to 400, I think he'll be fine. But just as another reminder, Hiram is our money monster. He is in the B class, and I have no intention of getting him any more than that. He's just here to make cash, and so we can increase our bank account and hopefully make a no rest monster. But I don't think he's got enough time left that this will be the only money monster. Like, we're probably going to need another one, which is fine, but it is what it is. Okay. Let me check my schedule and rearrange things. I'll see if I can make enough time. Oh, I'd appreciate that, Dynasty Girl. Yeah, just let me know in the Discord. And if I don't choose you, who is hearing my voice, whoever you may be, it's not personal. It's strictly business.
This is 100% business.
Yeah, everything with the channel for me is business. It's fun, but it's still business. We're gonna see another Pyro tournament entry. I mean, yeah, someone had mentioned, when is the deadline for getting a monster in? For the tournament that they're doing right now? Because if it's okay, someone's given up, so that's already a good sign that we're probably strong enough to hang here and dominate. I mean, if I'm serious about it, I might start a brand new save file and actually fuck around. Actually, that isn't a horrible idea. Starting a brand new save file. Because then I could also play I could play in constant fast forward without giving advice. Huh. I'm gonna have to think about that. That might be kind of fun. But yeah, if the 22nd, so that's only a week. Nah, I'll probably just submit Panini then. Whoa, what was that?
Don't know.
Everything seems good. Okay, I don't know what that was. Something gave me an error over here, and everything is clean. We've got greens across the board. We're still streaming. I don't fucking know. Yeah, I'll probably just submit Panini. He'll get his ass handed to him, but whatever. So it goes. That is an interesting idea, though. I should start a save file specifically for no resting. I mean, not no resting, for no interaction. No advice on battles. His accuracy is decent now. I was going to get it to 400, but I may not need it to 400. I didn't think his accuracy would go that high. I mean, I didn't think it would make that big of an impact. All right, anyway. But yeah, we'll all submit someone just because I should. I really should do that. I know I have a second save file and I don't remember why. That may have been my testing save file. I don't mind overwriting it for trying this game in all fast forward, no interaction. It'd be kind of fun. I could even use it as a background game at that point. Okay, we got even more cash. And I think those are drugs, which we'll just immediately sell, because screw it.
Yay, cocaine.
Sure, I'll praise you. I really shouldn't praise him, because he's already, like, capped out on his spoiling. Let's see. Let's do some saving. File 2 is Creamy. Who is Creamy? File 3 is No Monster. Was Creamy one of my monsters from the runs?
I don't know.
I don't either. Who's Creamy? Hold on a minute. It's a Pixie... It's a Kasumi. Okay, this must have been a personal file. Yeah, I'd only raised 2 monsters. So this just must be an all-Pixie run that I was fucking around with. Okay. So yeah, I could probably make save 2. I could start save 2 over and, like, mess around with being more efficient and optimized with the way I raise my monsters. But I don't care right now. It's fine. All right. Anyway, yeah, just keep this going. Oh crap! I need to sell all my items too. I need to sell my drugs and sell my gold. Shop. Sell. Pure gold. And drugs. And nothing. Okay. Alright, cool. We're good. Could always host our own tournament too. Yes, I've been wanting to do that. I've been wanting to host my own tournament for the YouTubes. I haven't had the time to kind of work out the logistics of it, but that was always a goal that we were trying to do. Since I've been doing Monster Rancher more the last few weeks, I probably should think about that. I mean, another thing we're going to do is we're going to restart our Choose Your Own Adventure that we were doing with Onions the Mochi, which, that was fun. That was a fun writing exercise. I want to get back to writing, too. We have a battle.
Fight time!
Now that I know he can win without me really doing anything, I think I'm just going to let him fight. And we'll see what happens. Because he might have trouble with Laquelle, but he should fight Duelis and Robanil alright. Yeah, he's doing alright. He didn't bother attacking when Duelis was confused, and then he wasted his time with that move. Which is annoying, but... whatever. All aliens are banned in the new official tournament, so no aliens cold, but makes sense. They did dominate the one they did in the fall. Oh, that makes sense. I mean, that's fine. I'd submit Panini, who doesn't even have the stats to hang anyway, but...
Panini's our boy.
Yeah, he's a good boy. He's a cute train.
He's doing his best.
He is. He's doing train things.
Oh. That makes me think of the "bitch, I'm a bus" meme. It's just like, bitch, I'm doing my best.
Get him, hear him. Come on. Okay. Stream tourney. Yeah, sorry, I didn't finish my thought on that.
There we go.
I haven't worked out my logistics about doing it, but it's really simple from my end. I just say submit a monster by a deadline with these maximum stats, and then I'll stream it, and then that's that. We do, as Ledge just posted the link to the Discord, we do have a separate Monster Rancher room. If you want to head over there and submit your monster, I believe Lakebane was keeping a master list of everyone's share codes, and you can go there for tips or just chat about the games or help me with ideas for doing the tournaments and such. You know, whatever you want to do. Ow. Dick. And, yeah, we can do a whole stream of it. I would need some time to set up my Streamlabs, but that's... Or not Stream... OBS. But, you know, that's easy enough for me. New Monster Rancher game is coming out for iOS. Yes. So that has been looked into by some of our people. Apparently it's by a company called Line, or it's a collaboration with a company called Line, which I didn't know what that was. Line is basically a sort of Facebook / WhatsApp company. Like, they're basically a messaging app. So when that game comes out, if it gets a Western or at least an English release, I'll play it for the channel, because we have a mobile device emulator on the thing, BlueStacks, and BlueStacks works. I can stream from BlueStacks very easily. So we'll check it out. Even if it's a piece of garbage, I'll play it so you don't have to. And if it's good, I'll play it so you can too. So... yeah, it's going to have tons of microtransaction shenanigans. Like, it's not going to be fun. Probably. It's not going to be as good. But I'll still play it so you don't have to, basically. I like doing that as a... I like playing games so you don't have to. Like, I think that's part of what a Let's Player should do. They should help you drive your purchasing decisions. Hiram says, I want some rest. Yeah, you got it. It's post-tournament, so you definitely have it. Lakebane is here. The master list of share codes is in an open Google document that you can edit and add monsters to. That's awesome. Yes, I'll do it, Colt. Shut your face. Shut your cute little round face. I expected nothing else from Koei Tecmo. Yeah, like... That's the thing. None of us are very surprised. This is... I almost hate to toot my own horn, but I love tooting my own horn sometimes. I called this shit. When people asked me my opinion on Monster Rancher and whether we're going to get a Monster Rancher 6 someday, I said we are going to get a Monster Rancher 6, but it's going to be full of so much bullshit that no one's going to like it, but we're going to get one. So that's not this next smartphone game. The smartphone game is going to be a whole separate issue. However, I'm going to pat myself on the back 1,000 times for calling it. That we all knew this was going to happen. Koei Tecmo is going to nickel and dime you, and they're going to make you pay for all sorts of dumb bullshit breeds and for the best features of the game. That's the way the gaming industry is going, and that's the way Koei Tecmo has been going. I am fucking shocked, legit, they even did Monster Rancher 1 and 2 DX as cheaply as they did. Because you can get both games for $30 as a combo. And, like, I am shocked they did that without having a whole bunch of additional microtransaction nonsense on it. But I think that smartphone game is the future of Monster Rancher. It's not a good one, but it's what we're going to have to deal with. Anyway. Let's see. I appreciate you falling on the grenade for us. Yeah, I mean, look, because like I said, the collaboration is with a company that's basically Facebook. I mean, we've all played Facebook games. We've all played Farmville. I mean, that shit worked until we realized just how much of a microtransaction pile of garbage it is. So, fuck. If they do Evo DX, and I agree with Steve right there, he just said they might as well do Evo DX. I think they should do the DXs of all 5. Even though 3 wasn't very loved, in hindsight, 1 isn't very loved as much as 2. You know, they could have just made 2 DX and probably made just as many sales. But they did 1 and 2 DX. I think they should do 3 and 4 or 4 and Evo DX. Or fuck, just do all 3. I mean, I know obviously I'm asking a lot because that's still a lot of time and resources and blah, 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 blah. I get it. I'm just saying from a fan's perspective, I would love to see DX versions of those, of all of the PlayStation games. I don't necessarily need a DX version of the Game Boy Advance one, but that was fun in its own way, too. That was such a good game. Second favorite Monster Rancher was Monster Rancher Advance 2. But yeah, I would love to see Evo and 4, especially 4, get the DX treatment. Oh my god, I would actually do another run of 4. I shouldn't promise that, but I would do another run of 4 if it comes out on DX. Let's see. Oh, in Japan, Monster Rancher 1 and 2 on Switch were separate. I didn't realize that. See, that's such a cool move that they did. Like, that's such a great pro-consumer move that they did by making them one product. It's so outside of what I would have expected from Koei Tecmo, because they don't act like that anymore. You know, whatever. But what about that one Monster Rancher card game? A lot of people have asked me to play that, and I keep forgetting it exists. I've never played it. I've heard it's really good. But I didn't even know it existed until like 3 or 4 years ago when people started asking me about it. I should have done that next instead of committing to Evo. I forgot about the card game. Oh, that should be on our project list. I don't have an actual project list anymore, but I should... Oh, I guess I do for the financial reports. I should put it on there just to remind myself. Yeah, we're pretty much dominating the B class now. This is what I needed. And here's the thing with Monster Rancher 2 that you can't do in some of the others. If I'm in the B class, I can still fight in the A class. I don't have to be promoted. You can't do that in Monster Rancher 4. You can only go down. You cannot go up. In this one, you can go up 1 class. So if we get Hiram to be extremely strong... we could try out an A-class fight and then just leave him in the B-class anyway. And then he won't lose any fame. And we can just keep grinding out the cash. Angry Drunken German says, I would do another run of 4, quoted, clipped, saved, and demanded in the future. Yeah, if they... Well, legit, though, if they do a DX, I would feel obligated to do it anyway. Remember, Monster Rancher 4 is our #1 series. For a minute, Evil Genius was #1, but Monster Rancher has since overtaken it again.
Yeah, that was a short minute.
I am the Monster Rancher guy on YouTube. So I would absolutely do another run of 4 if they make it DX. Like, I would have to come up with a gimmick. I'll probably do an all Naga run because I did my all. I wouldn't. No, I could still. If they do it the same way, where you can search for a disc, then I probably could do an all Naga run. That would be cool, because I've already done my all Pixie
please
run.
begin the petition for an all Mochi run.
Oh, Jesus, no. Oh, God.
He's saying, Jesus, no.
Oh, God.
Are you hearing this?
I hate Mochi.
Endless entertainment.
Mochis are only good for kicking. What'll piss me off, knowing my luck with the show, is if I do an all Mochi run, I'll have, like, maximum success. It'll be the easiest run ever, and everything will go my way. I'm going to be angry the entire time. If you're playing the card game, remember put your entire first hand to guts. I'm... Okay. I'm probably not going to remember that, because I don't know when I'll get to playing it, but I'll try to remember that. It makes sense. Charge up your guts, and then you can do whatever you want, I guess. Hiram says, I want some rest. Yeah, you got it. Post-tournament, you can rest. I don't want to have a super mochi beam. I don't even know what I don't even want to see what a super mochi beam is. Oh, thank you, Zypher, who says I'm the best Monster Rancher YouTuber. Oh, that's very appreciated. All Dragon Run? That'd be pretty badass. Yep. All rest Hiram. Don't worry. Don't worry your cute little head, Colt.
Ledge says that sounds like backseating.
So, anyway, yeah, Evo is definitely next. I've run it because, for me, the way I do the show, I never do anything without doing a little bit of testing. And I've run Monster Rancher Evo on my emulator, and it looks good. Like, Monster Rancher 2 on the emulator, or Evo on the emulator looks good. See, I could theoretically do this. What is a pure Plantina? Platnia! Platinum. Ugh, do I dare? No, I'm not gonna dare. I want to train him a little bit more first. Because we're about to get him another level in defense. With this training. Well, if he wouldn't have failed it, anyway. I don't know why you're disappointed. You're the one who failed that, you douche. Wow, he's actually made a lot more than I thought he would. He might be able to make enough that we can do a no rest. That's really surprising to me. Aw, Matt says I'm the best YouTuber, period. Aw, that's so sweet. Like, me being me and my brain being an asshole, like, my automatic mental reaction to any of that is, that can't be true. What about Markiplier? And I need to squash that shit.
Yes.
And I'm trying to squash that shit. On days like this when I'm not mentally... Because I'm a little mentally compromised today. It's a little hard for me to listen to that. You know what I mean? But yeah. I'm trying my best. I really do appreciate it. I definitely do my best.
You know what that means, everybody? Never stop letting him hear about it.
Well, don't stroke my ego that much. We don't need to turn this into the Worship Pyro channel.
Worship Pyro.
Don't worship Pyro. Pyro is not worth worshiping. What do you want to do? Start a cult?
Church is literally on Sundays.
Ah, shit. Why didn't we do that gimmick from the beginning? Could have slapped some religious iconography on the opening.
Because we didn't want God to be angry at us.
There is a really cool song I found in our... So I get all my stock assets from a company called Motion Elements. And I not sponsored, hashtag not sponsored, but I heartily recommend them. I mean, the starburst that you see at the beginning, the music that you hear at the beginning, that is from Motion Elements. And they are very good. They have an amazing selection of music and such. And there is a song that I almost used for streaming Sundays, or at least one of the streams, that is like, it sounds like a religious organ song, but there's a hip-hop percussion beat behind it, and it sounds really cool. I didn't wind up using it, obviously, and the main reason is it's a little too samey. Like, if it would do a break beat at some point, the song would be more interesting, but it's still really cool. It's a great song. I just don't want to drop $15 on it to show you, but it's a good song. I'll have to look for new songs for streaming Sundays. Maybe we can keep a rotation going instead of just playing the same theme every Sunday. Let's see. Here's one bright side. Most and Poannka are obtainable in Monster Rancher 2 DX, but I think only after they have beaten, so it's already after the game is over? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, crap. I was looking away and didn't realize we're running out of time. Black. Squash the bunny. Squash the bunny. Squash the bunny.
Bunny squeeze.
Wow.
That's a dead-ass bunny.
Yeah, that is one flat dead bunny. All right. That's good.
Liquel became liquid.
He did.
Aw, Niecy's having a floor sleep. Oh, are you hot, baby? Oh, she twitched.
Yeah, she might just be hot. We need to check her water dash.
Yep. I'm gonna turn a fan on her once we're done here, because we're over time, actually.
Are we? Oh my god, we are over time. I wasn't even paying attention.
But yeah, I'll check her water and put an ice cube in her dish. She might like
look
that.
at her. She's got her paw over her nose. She's being very cute right now.
Oh,
Hiram missed a
Niecy.
94% chance to hit. Good job, Hiram. Ass. Yeah, you might want to give her an ice cube. I remember Tiger liked licking ice cubes. Like, you may want to present her an ice cube and see what she does with it. She might ignore it, but okay, that was that.
Yeah.
Don't do that move again, Robinil. I'll have to go to Pornhub.
I'll wet it down first so she doesn't stick her tongue to it.
Yeah, she's very lethargic today. I don't think anything is wrong with her. It's just hot.
Yeah, it's miserable
And
hot.
She can't take off her fur, so...
Actually, what we could do with all the donation money is get her one of those, like, horse brushes that are for cats.
Oh, God! Why?
Hey, sweetie. What you doing? She's looking at me. She's looking at me like I have wronged her greatly.
That was...
Oh,
I think I won.
Snowblade.
Oh my god. I clicked too fast. I wanted to see what the percentage was.
Guys,
I didn't
she
win by
trusts
much.
me. So cute.
Yep.
Hi.
She's in a weird position right now.
Yep.
There might be something wrong with her, because she is acting a little strange. But it's mostly lethargic, so she might just be tired.
Oh, I mean, last night she was up a lot.
Was she? She didn't come out to see me very much yet last night.
She was bouncing around the bedroom a lot.
She really does only have, like, off and hyper speeds.
And this morning she yelled at me and then, like, cuddled into the crook of my knee, and I'm like, "Ah, I have to get up, child." And she got real mad at me because I went to the bathroom and I didn't feed her first, which I always do, but it always makes her mad. And I had to kick her out of the bathroom because she was yelling at me while I was, like, freshly awake and overstimulated, because being awake overstimulates me. Like, the act of waking up is instant, like, 0 to 100, and I'm like, get the fuck out of the bathroom. So that happened. Oh, she's looking at me funny. Hey, baby, are you just tired? Are you just tired?
Yes! We did a critical success on that one.
But, we also keep her wet
Maximum.
food in the fridge, which I think she appreciates how cold it is.
Yeah. She also doesn't drink water as much as Tiger did. Like,
Yep.
she doesn't hydrate, so we may need to... I think you're right. We should probably go through the effort of, like, giving her fresh water every couple of hours and sticking an ice cube in there. Might cool her down a little bit. Because I don't remember her being this lethargic last year during summer, but maybe she was. I don't know.
Oh, we had the fans on more often.
Oh, that's a good point.
So she would wander in to see us and then get hit by the fan, and that would disturb her. She does not like the fans.
I wonder if she would like the fan that we bought, the little cold humidifier thing.
Maybe. We should bust it out.
Yeah. Give us a reason to actually pull it out of the box.
Because we haven't even tried it yet.
Alright, don't need that. Don't need that. Okay, that's everything. Wow, yeah. God, I probably will have the money if he keeps up this pace. If you want to stop Akamura, you're more than welcome. Like, I'm just having fun at this point. I'm still streaming overtime just because I'm enjoying my life right now.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
Or at least trying to enjoy my life. You know, what with the mental issues I've currently got going.
Yes, like
My emotional compromising.
we're not gonna voice it, but yeah.
Yep, I'm fine is the short answer. I'm just not myself today.
Mm-hmm.
And I won't be for probably a week or two, but so it goes. Ugh. Come on, Hiram. Do something intelligent, please. You're almost out of time, buddy. Throw an attack.
Are you sleepy? Are you Sleepsy Nisi.
That I probably should have specified not to throw that specific attack. Alright, I'm taking over commands. You clearly suck. If you could edit which moves they use, like you can in Monster Rancher 4, I think I'd be more willing to try without giving them advice. But the AI is so dumb sometimes. Alright, could you stop deafening me, please? That'd be cool, thanks. Wait for 99 guts, then attack. That's actually why, a lot of times players don't do tournaments, because the best way to win in Monster Rancher in general is to wait until you're at 99 guts before throwing an attack. And so if you have two human players, then they're just going to stand there and stare at each other for like 40 seconds, and then they'll start attacking. It's just very boring to watch. But it's the best way to win, so it'd be foolish to do any other strategy. Let's see. Oh, that's a good point. Lord Shonji points out that I said do something intelligent, and he waited for the green moves, which uses intelligence. That's a good point. He listened to me a little too well. He followed my orders just a little too well.
It can think.
Yeah, I don't like Hiram. There was something about that animation that Hiram didn't even change face expressions when he got slapped in the face. Monster Rancher.
Go ahead and turn me off, and I'll tend to the kitty, because she's making more passed out motions.
Alright, you are demiked. Oh, she is passed out. Yeah, I would say just present her with an ice cube, see what she does with it, and then huck it in her water dish. Oh. Yeah, she's stretching. She's very lethargic today. She's just hanging out. She doesn't come when you call her. I mean, I know she does for you sometimes. For me, if I call her, she just looks at me. Like, what do you want? Hey, I get another shot at Robanil now that I'm in control of this. Alright. Soul says, when she's not in a good place mentally, she distracts herself with the game. Like Minecraft while listening to music. Yeah, that's my thing. For me, it's Surviving Mars or Factorio. Sometimes Football Manager, but Football Manager gets me angry, so... Surviving Mars is my go-to happy place game. I just did get the final DLC that has been downvoted to hell on Steam, but I'm going to give it a try anyway. I was going to stream that last night, but then just decided not to once... Because I streamed Persona 5 for 4 hours plus, and that was way longer than I was intending, so by the time that was done, I was just tired. Didn't want to stream anymore. Get him, Hiram. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you need to handle that fight, buddy. Not flicking your nose candy at... Not nose candy. That's cocaine. But not flicking boogers at your enemy. Also, why do they explode? Or does he keep a hunk of C4 up there that he hucks at people? So many questions to ask. Alright. Yeah, I'm just... So I kind of half apologize to the mods that we're still going. I'm just having fun. That's the only reason I'm still playing right now. I'm just enjoying my time here. Alright, so... Your next battle is February 2. So that's 2 raisings and a rest. Wait, but I just had a tournament. Let's do 2 light raisings and a rest. She's drinking her water and licking her ice cube? Yeah, so she's probably just hot. She's a toasty baby. A toasty, Nisi. A toasty. Yes. Genergy says, I've actually missed all the Persona streams apart from an hour of one Am I enjoying the game? It's fine. Like, Persona... Okay, my feelings for Persona are a little complex. Like, I find it artistically brilliant. The style of Persona 5 is, mwah, chef's kiss. It's phenomenal. By music, by graphics, especially the graphics. It's just sick in a good way. It's such a sick-looking game. The artists have so earned their paycheck on that one. And I like some of the battle mechanics. I really enjoy the fact that the dungeons are so long that you have to prepare for them and you have to take them in stages. There is actually a question of how far do I push? What can I get away with? It's very intriguing. The plot is okay. Just overall, for some reason, the game is not fully clicking with me. And I can't explain why, because I'm not sure. It's definitely it's an intangible thing. Like, it's a technically very, very good game, but the subjective parts, am I having fun with it? Does the game call to me? Does it hook me? None of those things have been true. And I've played it for 12 hours at this point because we've done 3 streams. And I'm still not hooked. Not fully hooked. I don't think it's a bad game by any stretch of the imagination, but it's just... it could just be by genre, like, because I'm burned out of RPGs and don't want to play very many anymore. It could be that simple. I don't know. Like, the whole time I was playing it, I just kind of... I was thinking of Yakuza, and I want to get back to playing Yakuza, which is also an RPG with all that life stuff, but for some reason it speaks to me better. I don't know why. Maybe because it's punchy instead of selecting attacks from the menu. I don't know. Who knows? It could be any number of reasons. I'd like to think that I'm one of the few YouTubers, though, who can make that distinction, because most YouTubers think that if they're not having fun, then the game is also a technically unsound game, but that's not true. Fun and technical aspects are two very different things. You can have fun with a shitty game, or you can have no fun with a technically brilliant game. Like, I'm sure I would have no fun with God of War, even though that game is flippin' gorgeous, and is like a paragon of graphics, and from what I've heard, some very stellar gameplay, and I know I wouldn't enjoy it, because I couldn't stand the plot. Like, it wouldn't be relevant to me, and the action and gore and that kind of thing just it doesn't interest me. Conversely, I'm playing Monster Rancher 2, which even is a DX. We're talking about a game that's 23 years old, and I'm having way more fun playing Monster Rancher than I did with Persona. But and again, that's no slime on Persona. It's just the way my brain operates, I guess. Yes, it is very time-consuming. I think that is one of the big turnoffs of Persona. If I played Persona 5 back when I was a teenager, I would fucking love it. But I had the time back then. And as I've said repeatedly on the show, like, nowadays I like shorter experiences, or at least experiences that I can jump in and jump out pretty rapidly without losing much progress. Like colony builders. Like, I can lose myself in a colony builder like Surviving Mars for 12 hours, but if I only get to play Surviving Mars for an hour or a half hour, I can still accomplish something in that time. And it doesn't matter. Whereas with Persona, you really need to set aside hours for. That's also another reason why I haven't played Monster Hunter World in a while, because I keep intending to go back to that. Ledge and Okami want me to play that with them, and I want to, but Monster Hunter requires me to set aside 5 to 6 hours to make sure I make some progress, and I just generally don't have that much time to plan ahead. Same with Final Fantasy XIV. Poor Ruin needs more love, but last night I think I did a lot of work with Ruin. Yes, last night I did. I played a lot with Ruin. but I'm probably not going to be able to play that much again for at least a week, because tomorrow is going to be Monster Rancher Evo recording, and then the day after will be Monster Rancher Evo editing. And we've got other plans and things we have to do this week, so yeah, man. It's just, I just don't have the time, unfortunately. Personally, I like Persona Q games more than main Persona because it didn't require the social links. I don't know what Persona Q is, but if that's basically just the RPG without the life stuff, that would probably fit better into my real life. And that's interesting. I didn't realize they had different kinds. I had heard of Persona 5 Royal, but I didn't really gather the difference. I saw that it was a whole separate experience and not like just an enhanced edition, but I didn't read any more deeply into that. Can we get a Nisi Ice Cube pick in Cute Animals? Oh, I should have grabbed that, and I would have asked Akamura to do that. I don't know where she went. She has run off completely. I think she's in the bedroom. It's probably a little cooler in there. Can't agree. World wants you to sit there and play for hours. At least in Rise is more pick up and put down. Is it? Monster Hunter Rise is more pick up and put down? I didn't realize that. That might get me into that one. Because we have a few Monster Hunter Rise players, too. I mean, and that's, again, like, I love Monster Hunter World. I want to play it more. I just don't have the time. Same reason why, like, I still want to try Elden Ring at some point. And I want to get back to Bloodborne at some point. But because I'm not good at those games, those also would take time, because I have to set aside the fact I'm going to die 5,000 times and I'm going to need a shit ton of help. What's helped me with Bloodborne, though, is I have seen that I have seen people say that the thing with all those Soulsborne games is you're not, even though it's set up to look like an RPG, and it is theoretically, or it is an RPG, it's not like an old school RPG where killing every single monster you come across is necessarily the wisest course of action. And so it's less like an RPG and more like an old school NES game, where one of the best ways to handle Elden Ring and Soulsborne is to just go. And, you know, there is a lot of deep lore there if you want it, with a lot of good environmental storytelling, but it might be better to just go. And those are the games that attract me the most now. The games where you can just fire it up, get to smacking people, and especially in Bloodborne's case, bypassing as many enemies as you comfortably can, because getting to the boss is what's important. Because I remember the only time I have actually played Bloodborne, I played it for about 3 hours and then died. I mean, I died several times, but like I played it for about... I want to say I played it for like 3 hours, and then I died once, and I was sent back to the beginning. And I still felt like I had to fight every monster between where I started and then trying to get back to my body, or the souls, or whatever the fuck they are, to get them again, and then I was killed again, and then that's when I kind of tapped out. So, but that's not I've come to learn that's not the way you're really supposed to play it. You are supposed to fight to an extent because you have to level up, but after that, you get to a point where you can just bypass all the enemies and proceed. And I didn't realize that, so I really want to give Bloodborne another try. Bloodborne will be another game where the no backseat gaming rule will be lifted, because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing in Bloodborne. And even if I get all the advice in the world, I probably won't be able to act on it as well as people want me to. So that's why I'd be like, just tell me whatever you want, because I don't care. Spoil away, and I'll do my best, and we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll keep that as a backup plan, because I think I've got it installed on the PS4. So if we get to a point where I'm going to have to go back to a plan B or a plan C, maybe I'll just do Bloodborne for streaming Sundays. I would do Elden Ring, but I don't own it, and I don't want to spend the money on it. If or when Elden Ring drops to $30, I'll grab it then. I can't remember if you're ready to keep going. Just keep going for now. I played Elden Ring for about 10 hours and got distracted. I think I might just start from scratch again. Is it one of those games that you kind of have to start over if you've stayed away too long? Because if that's true, that would turn me off of it. Just because I know how I am, and I probably wouldn't. You know, it's the same thing that I would play it really hard for 2 weeks and then not play it. So I'll have to keep my eyes open on that. Hello, Captain Chaotic. Thank you for joining the stream. Took me a second to parse that screen name, but Captain Chaotic. Welcome. You're back out here, Akamura. But without the mic. Hi. Did you just not feel like talking anymore? Okay. Soul has requested that you get a picture of her licking an ice cube. If possible. Yeah. Did she... Where is she? Oh, she's on her perch. Okay, so she must be happy. She is squishing her face against that scratching post. It's very weird. Yeah. She's so weird. Is my mom still here? The chat's been very lively today. I've missed a lot of messages that I didn't want to miss. Alright. Battle. Oh. What? Yeah, look at this. The Phoenix Cup is only 4,000. The Spring Carnival is 3,000, but I get disc chips, which would make it 4,000. Dino's Tail. Like, the A-class fights are not... don't give you that much money compared to how much you have to invest in your monster to get there. The B-class is way better for money grinding. Way better for money grinding. Oh god, Ledge, help! Akamura, help! For the love of God, mods. Mods, help. Jesus. Yeah, we need more assistance. Thank you. Fuck me. There, yep, do the thing. That tells me I must be doing something right when I've got spam bots showing up. Ah. Is this the sign of success? Have I made it on YouTube? Yep, I see her. Yeah. Yeah, when it's that kind of thing, there doesn't need to... Ledge says every time I look away for one moment, the bot has a camera in Ledge's house and is just waiting for him to be distracted. Is it because I talk about fisting? Is it because Epsilon is fisting me in the face that I'm getting those kinds of spam bots? And kicked in the foot. Alright. Totally not YouTube appropriate site. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what's going on. You alright, Akamura? Oh, get on it. We got another one. Got another one. My gosh, that's more distracting than anything else right now. I'm glad the chat is lively, but that's not the kind of lively chat I need. Alright. How many people are watching the stream right now? Actually, never mind. Don't answer that. I don't want to know. Because that always throws me off. Sprays a can of bot be gone? Thank you, Chaotic. What's really going to be fun is since you ban those people, like if someone watches this from the future and they're looking at the chat, then they're not even going to see the initial messages show up. So all they're going to hear is us freaking out for some random reason with no context. All right, good job, Hiram. Man, I really didn't think he'd get this far, but as soon as we got to the B class and started dominating it, we've been able to just get tons of money. I guess in theory I should rest him every week that is not a fight week at this point to conserve his lifespan, but I also don't like doing that, so we're not gonna. Let's try that A tournament. Not this week, but the next week. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what YouTube looks for. You know? That's the problem. Like, I don't know what YouTube looks for when it comes to their automation. Right? I mean, look, man, I'll be the first one to admit that YouTube is not the best option. It's just the only option we have. Or I guess I should say it's the best option by default, but like if someone could seriously make a YouTube competitor and I wouldn't lose my audience, I would have no problem changing, provided everything else worked out properly. All right, let's see if we can hang in the A class. I don't know what this gets me. What is the Taurus horn? Does anyone know what the Taurus horn does? Just so you know, you're shy of 1.8 million viewers currently. You know what? I'm going to go with that. We've got 1.8 million people watching. Hello, all you 1.8 million people. Hit those subscribe buttons. Oh, gosh. Here I'm actually... I mean, that's a mochi. I can win the fight. It's just going to get questionable. Yeah, and he's got a very high to hit. And I have a very low to hit. I probably will do damage if I land a strike, but it's the if I land a strike part that is the problem. We'll just sit tight until we have as much guts as we can. He's probably not ready for the A class, and that's fine. Hello, Athena Perry. Thank you for joining the stream. Has someone mentioned who or what the Taurus horn is? I actually don't know what that is. Oh. Oh, that's not even worth it. So really, a lot of these A-class tournaments are for unlocking new braids, which is fine, but not our goal with Hiram here. Yeah, I mean, because I know one of them is the Dragon's Horn. Yeah, that makes sense that the Taurus Horn would basically be the same thing. Some Twitch streamers are moving to YouTube after Twitch said it'll start taking a bigger cut. That doesn't surprise me. Well, I mean, the main reason we're here on... That's ridiculous, too, that Amazon, with all the money they have... Of course, then again, Amazon lost a shitload of money last year. Like, the reason I don't stream on Twitch very often is because my audience is here. If I had started on Twitch, then I probably would stream more on Twitch. But I started here on YouTube, so... This is where y'all are. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be a problem. At least against her, I've got a little bit more accuracy than I did against the Mochi. Thank you for dodging that one, at least, I guess. Those are still very bad accuracy numbers. Come on, baby, get to 99 guts. We're running out of time here. So that's why I was surprised Mom was still here, because I thought she usually had it out before 5. Okay. Spam, 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 spam. There we go. Stay down. See, we might be winning, but these battles are close enough and hard enough that I don't think it's worth doing this all the time, because we're not getting a lot of money out of it and we're losing lifespan. And since his job is to get money, then we need to get money in the most efficient way possible, and that means not subjecting ourselves to A-class tournaments. I mean, I'll take the win. I'm going to fight to win, but I don't think this was a good idea on the balance. All right, hang tight, Hiram. Hang tight. 99 guts. I recommend trying Vimeo. It allows for streaming. You can make it completely private. I've heard of Vimeo. I thought Vimeo doesn't give a very good cut, though. Like, I mean, the main problem with the channel as it is... Oh my god, that bird is so fucking loud out there. I was trying to see if he was getting picked up. He's so loud it's distracting me. No, although that's hilarious when you do it. Akamura's current strategy to deal with birds is she pulls up a video on YouTube of a hawk screaming, and she puts that at maximum volume on her phone and just puts the phone against the window, and it will terrify our small birds, and the small birds leave us alone. It's really funny. Anyway, Vimeo. So the problem with changing platforms is I don't know how many of you are going to follow me. That's like some of you will follow me, especially if I do Monster Rancher or whatever, but there are plenty of casual Pyro viewers who I don't think would want to change platforms just for me. That said, there's nothing against the terms of service that disallows me from publishing on both, except it turns into more of a pain in the ass for me to manage. I can look into it. I always want to look into it. And Vimeo has been a half-decent platform for a while. I don't know. That's going to take some effort to deal with. So I'll have to look into it sometime. This is why I need a manager who can look into, or a personal assistant who can look into some of this stuff for me. The hardest part with doing the show is how it's a one-man operation. Like, Akamura is here, but she doesn't do any of the technical stuff. She doesn't do any of the editing. She doesn't do any of the publishing. She doesn't make thumbnails. Like, all of that is on me. And so my channel work is... I would say my work is about 10% the show, like what you physically see, and then 90% of all of that shit in the background that no one ever notices unless I do it very poorly. So, it is what it is, man. It's part of being a sole proprietorship. Oof. Forgot the phrasing for a minute. And I'm a tax guy. Okay, skill at 400 is fine. Defense at 333. I want to get that up. Let's do swimming. He's going to need a rest again after this, but we'll do 2 swimmings and a rest otherwise until his next fight. And I guess I'm going to call it in 10 minutes because it'll have been 3 hours and I'm still having fun, but I suppose I should get something to eat, so... You're my girl for being a personal assistant, Dynasty Girl. I would like that. I would love to have a personal assistant. For a while, I had a to-do list on the Discord in a private room. And actually, if you are of a certain age, you know what a PDA is. And not a public display of affection, but a personal digital assistant. I owned a very cheap PDA when I was younger, just because I wanted one, because it was tech and it was interesting. But like PDAs don't really exist anymore because your phone can cover all of that. But I don't ever think of using my phone that way. But I should. I should get out the notepad and keep my calendars and all that stuff. I actually do. I am keeping track of my calendars right now because I was called in for jury duty, so I have to make some phone calls this week. That's another reason why I don't have a whole hell of a lot of time because I have to somehow flip my sleeping hours around if I actually do get called into the courthouse. So I I really should be using my phone for that stuff. I just never think to. Never had a PDA, but if I remember right, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX used them. That makes sense. PDAs were super techy for a while. And then smartphones came out and PDAs became redundant. I think it was Nintendo that said, like, the maximum number of electronic devices somebody wants in their pocket is 1. And the point of that is, like, eventually nobody wants to carry a cell phone and a pager and a PDA and a Game Boy Advance all in their pockets. You want one device maximum. And that's why smartphones kind of blew up, because smartphones can be that one device, especially now that mobile gaming is so huge. I just never think to use it for that. I use it for my grocery list. That's about it. Alright. Stop air humping me, Hiram. I'll kick you. Damn it, Hiram. Oh. Your failures are annoying, because I know you're better than that. Alright, when's the next battle? This week, but he's not ready for it. So, rest, train, rest battle. My job uses Discord. Oh, I totally believe that. Discord's very convenient. I mean, especially after COVID, like, a lot of companies suddenly saw the value of that kind of thing. Because Zoom and Skype and Microsoft Teams, like, they existed, but COVID really pushed their use to everybody, to every company. And Discord is cheap, easy to manage, good, Discord is made for gaming, so obviously it can handle just simple webcams very easily. Alright. Once more into the breach in the summer carnival. That might do it. Or maybe not. We're actually getting through the battles pretty quickly. Hiram, why don't you just fight? Oh, wait, you're against Laquel? Never mind, I'll take control. I don't trust you. That's going to be the hardest thing to do. If I ever do a run where I don't give monsters advice, I have to, like, force myself to do that from the beginning, because as soon as they get into, like, some trouble, I'm going to want to take over for them. And, Laquel does just enough damage. Although he's not doing that much damage now. All this work we've done on his defense, on Hiram's defense and life, have really paid off. I have so consistently undervalued defense in this game. And probably the other Monster Ranchers. I've never raised a tank in Monster Rancher 4 either. And that is something I should try one day, because, I mean, shoot, man. Tanks got me to the final dance in Monster Rancher Advance 2. What was the monster we were using in Monster Rancher Advance 2? That was super tanky? It was a Durahan. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, it was a super tanky Durahan. He couldn't hit very often, but he hit just hard enough to win every battle, and that's what I needed. I want the W's. I don't need the KOs. I remember the few times I let the AI control my most, I get frustrated that I lose tournaments just because AI went with bad moves. Exactly. It's one of those things I think you have to commit to. You have to be like, yes, I am going to, for this one, never advise my monster. And then it might be easier to manage. But if I do it sometimes and sometimes not, then I'm going to get very frustrated. Hang tight, Hiram. God, the AI loves doing opening moves immediately. They're so angry. Yeah, staying close. Actually, yeah, second distance, because it doesn't seem like he has an intelligence move from there. We are weak to intelligence moves. See, that's fine. That's nothing. There we go. Oko. I love Okos. I prefer W's over everything, but I'll take an Oko especially. Oh, you meant to type monster? I thought you typed most as in, like... Isn't that the name of one of the... Oh, no, I was thinking you meant Moko and mistyped that. Fuck it. It doesn't matter. Isn't most the name of a monster? Oh, most is the name of the white mochi in, I think, this game. The super white mochi in the S-class turn. Oh, God, the mods... the bots are back. Go away, bots. You're awful. Thank you. I think, like I said, I'm pretty sure this means I've made it on YouTube or some shit. No, you don't get meat when it's not time for you to eat. Stop being greedy. Ass. We have 2 minutes left. Let's see. When's the next battle? 2 weeks. Okay. So, train rest. Yep. I just like, keep working on your defense, buddy. This is fucking working. You're gonna be hard to breed, but... Okay, good. Because of the way I raise monsters, he's gonna be hard to breed. But as a money monster, this is fine. I have all the diseases I want. Oh god, they're back again! Come on, YouTube, get your shit together. You would think anything with the title sexy dash anything should be insta-banned, YouTube. Come on, get your shit together. Alright. Yeah, okay, we'll do one more battle and then call it. Get away from all of the naughty bots. Sub mode only next time? I don't ever want to do that. Like, I get it. I've never wanted to be a channel that ever paywalls or subwalls content. If we get really, really huge, I may have to. But I've never thought the channel's gonna get that big. You know, I know, and I know that's like, I know that's me kind of shitting on myself and, you know, exclamation mark spoon, and that's fine. But, like, still, just a part of me thinks we're never going to get that big, because the negative is that I look at my channel and I'm like, I've been doing this 11 years. You would think it would have happened by now if I was meant to be, if I was meant to have 1 million subs. It should have, you know, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, again, I'm stubborn. I'm too stubborn to quit. I think about quitting every day, legit. But I'm too stubborn to ever actually do it. So, who knows, man? Maybe if I just keep grinding it out, one day I'll just wake up and suddenly have 100,000 subs and everything will be fine. And there's, like, that's what's so frustrating about it, you know? You can never plan that kind of thing. And I don't necessarily want to go super viral, but just, you know, hell, the last month, when we did Evil Genius 2, which was, what, 2 months ago? 3 months ago? Those are very good months, and I don't know why. Like, Evil Genius 2 just did super, super well. And we got way more subs than we usually do. And that's great. And that felt fantastic. And I didn't plan for it. It just happened. And now things have kind of settled down again. But I will say our rate of growth has finally gone up, which makes me happy. View counts have gone up a little bit, which makes me happy. So, you know, all I can do is keep working. That's the only thing I can control, right? You just got to keep grinding it out and improving or adjusting or whatever, you know, without being too different. Whoa, I have a 99% chance to hit? Wow, I may need to start doing A-class tournaments then. Of course, this is specifically against a model that has no speed, so fucking whatever. YouTube allows gifting subs now? What? That doesn't make any sense. Do you mean memberships? I actually don't have memberships on right now. That's one thing I haven't turned on, because I didn't... I'd have to justify... Like, here's the other thing with me, right, and monetization. I don't like monetizing when you're not getting anything for it. So, like... Right now, if you become a member... And I'm not saying of my channel, because like I said, they're off. But in general, if you become a member, you get, like, special emotes or special stickers... And there can be, like, members-only content that you wall off and that kind of thing. I don't want to do that. I never want to wall off content. I want it to be, you know, a volunteer thing if you give me money. The ice cream truck is very distracting. Wait a minute, truck? That's a fucking minivan. When the hell did... It's legit a minivan. That's kind of weird, man. I've never seen a minivan before that's selling ice cream. I wouldn't trust that ice cream. It's being sold out of the cooler in some dude's trunk. I don't think I'd go up and buy any of that ice cream. It's a maroon minivan. What the hell? Holy shit. Anyway, memberships. Yes, you basically pay a monthly fee to give to your favorite YouTuber or whatever, but you've got to get something in return for that. And, like, I don't have anything I can give other than emotes, and I'd still have to design a set, and they'd have to be interesting. I don't think it's worth it. I mean, yeah. Yeah, probably. So, we'll figure it out. Well, I don't think we could use Moogles legally, because that would be copyright infringement, since it would be since that would be for a commercial purpose. Yeah, I mean, we'd probably be beneath Square Enix's radar, but yeah. Well, Square Enix also is all about NFTs at the moment, so fuck them. Anyway, my point is, we'll probably not turn on memberships, but, you know, it's good to know that some of you would be on board with them. I'll give it some thought. But that's going to have to do it for today. It's been 3 hours. I've enjoyed this. I feel like I could keep playing, but I should stop, get some food, and kind of relax the rest of the evening. But I'll be around on Discord. Discord links in the video description, and usually Ledge hits the ! Discord at the end of a stream. There's also PayPal, Patreon, and other ways you can support the channel. If you want to give me money, do it on PayPal or Super Chat or Patreon. Then you don't have to worry about memberships, and then I don't have to worry about memberships. And again, Monster Rancher Evo will probably start either at the end of this week or the start of next week. I prefer doing debuts on Mondays or Tuesdays, so I have a full week of content, so we'll see. If I have no content at the end of this week, maybe I'll do more Monster Rancher streaming. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so that's it for today. Thank you all very much for watching. I love every single one of you, and you don't know it, but you've all helped me out a lot today, because the last couple days have been unpleasant. So, it's... My final piece of advice before I guess I sign off, if there is anybody in your life that you care about, besides me, because I've been seeing your comments and that's been very sweet, tell them before it's too late. So, you know, just talk to the people you care about. Let them know you care about them. All it takes is a second, you know? Just make sure they know, because you never know when they can't know anymore. So... thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you again next week for another stream. Bye, guys.